We could be live right now.
Well, you know.
For all I know, let's see if I... Albert in Discord. Oh, I can go over and get our eye candy on the feed. There you are. There he is. There he is. And let's see here. Make this bigger. Boom. Oh, look at there.
He's almost to scale.
All right. Certainly by now we're live from my basement. It's Thursday night. Woo! Wait. Yeah, like it. Well, so abrupt when I hit the off. Just everyone stop.
No fade.
Just like that. No fade. No fade on this streamed. It was called Elgato Stream Deck. I discovered that about a year ago, and I like it. If you ever played with a Stream Deck, it's basically a macro deck. Elgato, Elgato Stream Deck, where I can program those buttons to run little programs. Open a sound file.
No,
right?
Elgato means the cat in Spanish, right?
Okay.
Yes, that's
So
right.
it's
A cat.
a cat.
Okay. But that's how it's Elgato. That's how they spell it.
I believe so, yeah.
And so tonight we're running Delve. Delve is a Kickstarter promoted by Bob World Builder. If you guys are into YouTubers at all, Bob World Builder. And he had a Kickstarter. He was a key person in developing this book called Delve and Dungeon Delving, and it's a bunch of dungeons and tips on building dungeons, and they give you a bunch of dungeons you can run. And I'm running a 4-hour session, 2 4-hour sessions at a local convention, Contribution tabletop convention in Peoria, Illinois, and so it's for charity. Yes, you have to buy a badge. My time is donated. Right, I'm just running because I want to, and so I got 2 4-hour sessions. I got 2 people. It's in 1 week, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. So I got 2 people sign up. So if you're watching this, go ahead and jump on, and we can play. But then you're gonna have to stop watching because we're gonna run what we can tonight, understanding that the adventure is designed to go 3 to 6 hours, and now we're at 2:45 left in our evening. So we'll see how far we get. But I do appreciate you guys coming. This is a step away from our normal Ire Mordrock. This is just a one-off on the side to let me play through some of this dungeon. We've got Ken, Wes, and Christian here. They've selected a paladin, a cleric, and a wizard. So that's a nice little mix. Should be a good mix for running the adventure. So now, Ken, am I live? Are we good? Is it going?
You are.
Nice. Appreciate that affirmation. Let's see here. Let's see here. Should we go 4 wide? Go 4 wide. Boom. 4 wide. We got the table. We got upper left. Up. We have I created a presentation, the slides. Now, when I run this, I'm really trying to go no electronics, no computer, no nothing.
Yep.
I've got a folder here with all my notes. We'll see how I do. I have my phone if I really need to look something. The thing I usually get hung up on are 2 things: weapon mastery. I don't know what the heck weapon mastery is, and conditions. The new conditions, even the old conditions. I didn't know what the conditions were. I asked Ken and he tells me. So
Or I pull up that my cheat sheet.
So I have a little cheat sheet here in the back of the thing. All the monsters for this, I printed them out. I got my maps. See how it goes. So the teaser for this dungeon of Doom. Oh, it's in the same one in the corner. But yeah, the players wouldn't have that, and I shouldn't have this down here because I don't normally play with a screen. I have my laptop that's kind of a screen, but I don't usually play with the screen. And
I have mine. You want it?
I have screens. I just don't normally play with it. This is the cheat sheet of the whole entire dungeon right there. Boom. There it is. Liana Aldruan, a sorcerer and adventurer, ventured into a dungeon a week ago and hasn't returned. Her wealthy father, Varkash, offers 1,000 gold pieces to anyone who travels to the dungeon to find her, or, if she's dead, brings back her corpse to be resurrected. So, the three of you are companions, adventurers, and you're answering the call.
We are.
Good thing.
Yes, indeed.
Good thing. You've decided to meet up, and you went searching for this.
Wait, you mean this isn't the knitting club?
The knitting club. We all want hats. I want a hat. The dad tells you she wandered up to the hills along the cliffs of insanity. In the cliffs of insanity, there's
Nice.
a brass door has appeared. Brass doors appeared, and that is where Varkash, the father, was told she was going to go adventuring, and that is where he says, you know the cliffs of insanity right over there, right? And oh yeah, you guys know where that is. You go. So you have everything you need. You might take a second look at your character sheets. You are all seasoned adventurers, which is going to be different than on when I play, because I don't know if you were here when we were in Dragon's Lair, but Alyssa, she signed up for my adventure. So I'm happy to have her, but don't know that I'd call her a seasoned adventurer. But I do understand she's been running games through the library and through her school. So good for her. I'm excited to have her. And there's 3 other people I don't know, and Chris McClellan's in my Sunday group. So anyway, so you are adventuring, and you are climbing to the cliffs of insanity, and you see ahead of you the brass door. Brass door, boom. If we go over here to PowerPoint, I can. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, it's up here. It's up here. Good call. Right there. That's a brass door. That's what
That's a big brass
It's
door.
a big ass brass door, and I have a handout that I would throw on the table.
Nice.
Thusly, right? It looked like that. And back here, you're standing in front of this brass door. The winding path ends by a sheer cliff, naked except for a large bronze door. And that is where we start our adventure. Right there.
Awesome.
Do I have mage hand? We'll find out. I do not.
What kind of a wizard are you?
I'm still figuring that out.
You're either abjuration, or divination.
Abjuration.
There you go.
Well, we could
You want to knock?
You could knock.
or we could just grab the
Right.
handle and
I'll
pull.
go knock on it.
How about the not squishy guy do that?
Yeah.
All right, the cleric walks up and knocks on the door, and as he knocks, boom, he vanishes, as well as each of you do. That tingling sensation when you stand up too fast and your eyes kind of go blank?
Yep.
Yeah, I imagine something like that as you blink away and you reappear in, what is this, a 5x5 size room. At one end, there is a glowy, portal-y looking thing. In the middle of the room, there is a sundialish pedestal. Along the sides, there is some bookcases and other types of tables. Sure, we'll put a table in there. And bam, you appear in this space. Boom. You find yourself in a round. Oh. The rooms as given to me were round. I, as a creative outlet, decided to make them square-ish, rectangular-ish. So, if you find yourself in this square-ish room, torchlit chamber lined with cluttered racks and shelves, at the far end of the chamber is a door-shaped niche with a glowy portal-y thing looking in there. Oh, it just fell over.
Is it safe to say we came from the portal?
You knocked on the door and instantly were teleported away into this room.
Oh.
At the far end of the chamber is this portal-y looking thing. A center pedestal is set with a dial and 6 plaques around its perimeter, and all sorts of images. So that's what the pedestal looks like, but you can't read that. So there's the plaques, maybe a little bit. And I, as another creative outlet, have added 5 circular indentations under the piece of the pie that says "Path to Freedom." So there's only one apparent door. There are shelves. There's a table. There's the dial. The dial again looks something like
Where's
this.
dial?
In the middle of the room.
Right in the middle of the room. So this black thing, we'll call that the dial. I am crafting one, but it's been slow.
Does it,
Is the sundial pointing to one of those options?
Currently,
Yeah. So it is pointing to something that says the Dragon's Trial.
no.
Okay. I'm betting we have to defeat all these in order to unlock the exit.
And as you say that, stepping through the room is welcome adventurers. Welcome to the Dungeon of Doom. And just today I got on my phone soundboard. As he says it, over his shoulder is this mini beholder looking guy. It says Dungeon of Doom, and from the beholder you hear somewhere through the beholder you hear the crowd goes wild. Wow! Welcome adventurers to the Dungeon of Doom. Who do we have here today?
We're on a game show.
Apparently.
I thought we were just coming here to rescue a girl.
And the little Spectra is curious. Our audience wants to know, and he comes up to the wizard real close, and one of the eyeballs comes right at you. It says, oh, "We have a wizard, a human wizard,
Yes.
a human wizard, and over here we have a dwarf, a cleric." A dwarf cleric, and finally, a dragonborn.
Paladin.
A dragonborn. Welcome to our adventure. Welcome to our show. The Dungeon of Doom greets you.
Wait. Time out. Is this kidnapped girl? Did you kidnap this girl as part of your game show?
Well, I am only at liberty to talk about certain things. Oh, yes, there have been past contestants. We are so happy and excited that you're here to take on our dungeon.
Did you kill this girl?
If you run into a dragon's den and you get fried to death by a dragon, did we murder you by sending you in there?
And that's a hypothetical.
Oh, wait. No. No. No, we didn't murder them. But in their own adventuring, certain things do happen. As you seem to be adventurers, you know the risks of adventuring.
Where's the waiver?
The waiver? The waiver was anyone that knocks on the... Certainly you read around the door. Anyone that knocks on the door waives all risks and penalties are solely up to the adventurers. And we cannot be held at risk or penalty accountable for your transgressions. But the opportunity is here. Opportunity. All you have to do to escape the dungeon is collect the 5 orbs of power, beat the final boss, and
Make it back.
you will be sent from where you came.
5 orbs. There's 6 on the dial. 6
Well,
locations.
5 orbs of power to get to the final location.
The path to freedom.
AKA out of here.
Yeah.
But beware,
On
adventurers.
which path did the girl get stuck on?
Well, I'm not really at liberty to discuss the performances of past participants.
Can I try to grab him?
Yes, you can. Make an attack.
Which are you trying to grab?
13.
So
Plus
you,
whatever an attack is.
being the dwarf, right, step up and you reach out and grab him, whoosh, right through the illusion. Oh, wait. From the beholder, you hear the shocked, oh, and he waves his finger. Oh, no. No, Hurdy Valen, your delightful guest host, your host of this Dungeon of Doom.
So, Valen.
Valen.
Where are you actually at?
Well, I'm safely back in our studio.
Where is your studio, perchance?
Oh, on a very long ways from here. Matter of fact, I don't even know where I am. I'm in the Dungeon of Doom. Where did you guys come from? I don't know.
I mean, if we don't know where your studio is, how are we going to collect the winnings after this?
Winnings? Who said anything about winnings?
Well, this is a game show, is it not?
What we get is for your performance, for how well you entertain our audience. Our audience will bestow upon you gifts to help you along your way. So, as long as you perform and entertain our audience, as long as you entertain our audience, they will bestow upon you gifts.
It's straight out of the Hunger Games. All right.
I was thinking we could pay him a visit when we're done here.
But you might want to look around this very room. There might be things that you can use on your adventure.
Turn to the bookcase.
Alright, let's look around the room. I will help someone who's better at it than I am.
I will go and try to grab one of the tentacles of the beholder.
Right
Illusion
through.
as well.
Illusion as well.
I thought he would be useful along the way. Maybe I could use him as a bludgeoning tool.
Oh, he says, you might want to mind your manners. The audience can be very generous.
Or not. All right.
He'll grumble. Seems like blackmail to me. Okay.
I would like to investigate the bookcase.
Investigate the bookcase. You go investigate, roll your investigation check.
That's a 12.
Yeah, so it's very easy to see. There's a couple bags and stones and books.
Can I do an investigation?
Sure you can.
I have a +8.
Oh, wow.
So
Way better than mine.
that's a 22.
Oh yeah. You go through there and you can see, what you gather is some of this rubble seems unnatural. Like there's piles of rubble, but there's no distress in the walls that would have created the rubble.
So it all seems staged.
Some of it, yeah. I mean, that's what you would gather from. But the bags, you find a bag full of 50 gold pieces.
Nice.
And you find a bag full of 50 copper pieces.
Okay.
And then you find this pouch full of silvery, diamondy dust. Looks like that could be quite expensive.
Okay.
Does it seem like it might be magical?
Might be.
You, as a wizard, might know that diamond dust could potentially be used in spells.
Sure.
But not magical in and of itself.
Right. It's not like it's exuding magic.
Yeah. We've definitely had magical powders before.
Right.
Valen would continue. So, to proceed, you've gathered a few of the items in this room. You might also notice there are chests in this room. Now, right now, you can look in the chest. You've looked in the chest, and you can see the chest is empty. But if you take on one of the dials, one of the sections of the dungeon, and you return, if your performance is to the liking of our audience, you might find helpful items within that chest. So, to be on your way to find the first orb, the orbs of power that are required to reach the path of freedom, you simply turn the dial on this what chest on this, what do we call this? Turn the dial to the desired dungeon space, and the portal. Step through the portal, and you will be on your way.
I guess taking a step to the comment about the rubble. That was just to say that this all seems staged, but.
Yeah.
Was there anything else I was supposed to kind of take from
Well, you were supposed to take from it that there's rubble and there's no apparent source of the rubble. That's what I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
So it's not like there's a damaged part of the wall and this rubble is at the base of this damage. It's
Right.
There's rubble and we don't see an obvious source of it. It's just here. It's unnaturally present.
Okay.
Like maybe someone brought it back or whatever.
I assume someone took the gold, the copper, and the diamond dust.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw Christian was writing that down, so I figured that would.
I'm sort of like the Brinks truck, you know, I'm the tank.
Right.
Although, Mr. Cleric, if I'm not mistaken, not that I'm all that savvy about it, you know, being a tank and all, but I have a bell going off in my head that diamond dust is like really important for like healings and resurrections and stuff. So perhaps you ought to.
I mean, you are correct.
So perhaps
but
you would like
those
to be the
are-
keeper of the diamond dust.
Sure. I don't think I can do any of those fancy spells though.
Well, we don't necessarily want all our eggs in one basket either. So
True.
By the way, I have the dial here.
I'll take the diamond dust.
Images. I got all these images. Every image I put up there, I've got in this folder,
Nice.
including this picture. I haven't thrown him up
So
yet.
do we
Yeah,
do we
go.
want to pick what sounds like a hard room first? Get it out of the way, or do we want to pick an easy one and see kind of what happens, and we game it up to see if we can make the audience happy.
I
Good stuff.
I vote for something not quite so aggressive as a dragon trial.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe a leap of faith or trust issues
Right.
or something.
I mean, none of these sound
Let's do trust issues.
particularly
That
fun,
sounds not pleasant.
but yeah.
All right, I will spin the dial to trust issues.
To trust issues. Okay. And so you turn the dial to trust issues. And you can see the shimmering in the doorway kind of changes slightly.
Is it like one of those things that every time you turn the dial, it like in the
Sure.
doorway? That'd be funny.
All right, through the portal.
Let's go.
All right. Who would like to lead?
I'll lead.
You'll lead.
I'll go second.
You'll go second.
All right, I'll go third.
Okay.
Squishy guy in the middle.
All right. Let's see.
You print all those out.
No, I crafted these.
They look like, are they foam?
So you got foam board, real wood,
Ah.
and then I etched in etched in
Pattern.
the cobblestone
By hand?
by hand.
Each one?
Each one.
Dude.
Wow.
That's...
Nothing but the best for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Suitably impressed.
Or is he just trying to impress the con?
Yeah, everything.
Everything.
Everybody.
All right, at the far end, a large large tilted tiles fill hallway's floor. There's a heavy stone door at the far end of the hallway. I don't have a stone door, but we will use this guy. Boom. All right.
Awesome.
That's where you're at.
We're in a hallway with a long hallway with a door.
I would like to investigate for traps.
Fantastic idea.
Indeed.
That is 15
Where would you like to look?
on the floor.
On the floor. So, right here, you get about here as you're investigating, and you see that the floor is tilted. Just one of the tiles is slightly ajar. It seems suspicious.
I don't like this tile. Don't step on it.
Alrighty. Is there room to go around it or over it?
The walls are the stone walls, so I could put walls like these on either side. This is a narrow, long hallway.
But the question is, can we get past that tilted stone without?
It seems like it goes the width of the hallway.
Oh.
Anyway, can he hop over it?
You certainly can try.
Okay. I would like to try to hop over it.
All right. What's your strength?
What is my strength? Modifiers are plus zeros.
So
it's
you
10.
you run. You just take your 10 feet, and with a strength of 8, 9, 10,
10, yeah.
you can jump 10 feet. You jump 10 feet, and you land in the second trap.
Oh. Oh no.
I found a second trap.
Hey, thanks for looking out for us.
Mm-hmm. What did I say about sending the squishy guy first?
Yeah.
Bunch of damage.
Spike trap. I should get
We
these.
didn't send you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that is
Lots of pain.
Lots of pain. Lots of pain.
You're impaled.
7 points of spiky damage.
Oh. What's the
Ow.
third?
Yeah.
Oh no! I'm gonna take it back. It's only 1d6.
One.
Boo!
Guy doesn't seem to like us.
They didn't like that. It was gonna be 7, then it was mitigated to 1.
They're out for blood, clearly.
Oh, by the way, we have this guy kind of floating in the hallway watching.
Great cameraman. MC. Okay. How far down is he? Or did they come up through the floor?
Oh well, let's read. Let's read what happened.
Is that going to impact how we... Do we have to go up and over, or do we have to raise you out of a pit?
Spikes slowly protrude on both sides of the hall. No, was that? Oh, that's spiked walls, spiked floors. Spikes spring forth to skewer unsuspecting victims. Spikes, each creature standing in the spikes area, they appear DC, and speed is halved until he has regained his hit points equal to the damage taken. Speed is halved. Oh, so you have to regain hit points before your speed is halved, as you just got impaled through the leg, through the buttocks.
Or his foot. I mean, it was 1 point.
Yeah.
The
Punch.
speed is halved until
Until you regain the hit point.
I regain the hit point.
We can fix that.
I like that as a... And then they retract back into the ground. And there you go.
Hmm.
Now what?
Well, now what indeed?
I'll let you guys go.
Well, but
Okay,
if we,
well-
but if we jump, we could
Should we?
activate under you again. You need to get out of the way, I would think.
You want to see if there's a trap after the other one, real quick?
I will invest.
No, there couldn't possibly be another trap.
Right.
You mean the pair from the walls?
That was the first. I will investigate the next square.
Yeah, you investigate. There's nothing there.
Okay. So I will move to the last square.
So, how far would we have to jump in order to clear both traps?
He jumped 10 feet. You could tell him.
So don't jump 10 feet.
As you got a 22 on your investigation check, right? He could tell that you would have to jump 20 feet to clear both these.
Now, are they back to back, or is there like
Yes.
okay, they're back to back.
That's a very devious plan.
I don't think I can jump 20 feet. Can you?
If we're going by strength, I can. If the my strength number is my jump, then it's 17. So no, I can't make 20 either.
Okay. Well, should we maybe try to trigger this first trap and then run and jump while it's after it triggers?
Yeah, we gotta do something.
All right. I will take. What's the heavy thing I have in my thing? I've got a dagger. Sure. I will drop a dagger on the suspicious flooring
Ooh. See,
that started this whole.
I really
Yes,
like
no.
the luck mechanic that I've come up with because this is a perfect use of luck. Would the dagger trigger it? I'm going to say clink clink. That's not heavy enough. The what? A 2-pound dagger? I'm being generous.
Yeah, right.
You're probably not even. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Well then I will. So we're working on yeah. You found it back here, right?
Yeah. So basically, this is
That's
safe.
yeah. Okay. So I will be real about this. I will advance to the line,
Mm-hmm.
and I will take. I will take the butt of my javelin,
Yeah.
and I will two-handed
Yeah.
jam it down on that second
And then the
floor.
spike is
Right.
and it sits there for like a good 3 seconds before they and retract back into the floor.
Mm.
So that worked.
Yes.
Let's give it like 5 seconds. Do it again, and then as it's retracting, stab it down again, and let's see if we can use the time it's retracting to run.
Sounds like a great idea.
Yes.
I also would like to grab my dagger before we do
Certainly.
this again.
Oh, of course. You grab your dagger.
All right. So I wait the requisite time. I slam my javelin again.
Yeah. Slammed it down.
They jump up. Okay. And then as soon as they're... Let's see, you said it took...
3 seconds. They stayed up,
Snap up, right?
and then they retract into the floor.
And then...
You gotta run and jump. Try to tiptoe. Put your feet where the spiky things aren't. As you run through the spikes as they retract,
Scamper across. Right?
and try to jump the last 10 feet.
Sure.
All right, and you're the paladin.
Yep.
You tiptoe through and you jump. Dexterity check. Don't suck.
Oh, okay. Dexterity.
You're gonna do the same thing, right?
Yep.
Go ahead and roll your dexterity.
13.
13's good enough.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
He handsprings across,
Yeah.
sticks the landing.
Ugh.
I'm trying to up the showmanship here. They said we get prizes. I'm working on it.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
whoa.
he does a...
Oh yeah. So we
Yeah,
have.
so I do a front flip to get across.
There you go.
Show off.
All right.
Meanwhile, I do a sort of Indiana Jones tiptoe over the holes. Put on the shelf.
All right. You come to a door.
you
Well-
gonna heal me?
Oh,
Mr.
yes.
Wizard, you want to go first?
No, he's not going to go first. First, we're gonna heal his hit points so he can move full speed. So I will take
Do you have
Just
anything that
a
can
cancel.
heal just a single hit point?
lay hands 1.
Lay
Perfect.
hands.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm sure you won't take any other damage.
No.
It's early yet. It's only 1. All right. So we have this door. Let's read around the door. Is there anything to read around the door? Seeing as how we didn't do that the first time.
Yeah, you look at the door. It seems like a normal door.
Okay. No legend
Yeah.
or arcane or
Nothing.
at the door. All right. All right. Then I shall attempt to open said door. So our squishy guy's not.
Yeah, you go to. It pushes in.
Okay.
Pushes in. And thusly. And we can put this here. And there's a doorway there. Whatever.
Yep.
And on the far side is our favorite.
Glowy door.
And in the middle of the room, musical instruments hang on the walls, and bones litter the floor of this chamber, which is lit by 2 braziers. A portal fills a doorway across the room. As you enter, bones clink and clank as they coalesce into a skeletal figure, clad in worn, colorful attire, clutching a drum mallet and with a small pale orb filling its left eye socket. The skeleton creaks as its skull turns and faces you and grates. Oi, oi, oi! Visitors! Come in! Don't be shy! And we have, who do we have here? Who do we have? Guy, get to the screen. There it is. Boom. My name is Trustin Hightune. Oh, wait. Wait. We got props. We got props. Oh. We got instruments. We got instruments hanging from the walls. We got the toys we got from my 1-year-old grandson. Oi, come on in. Don't be shy. Oh, we have a.
Do you want us to play with it?
Let's see here. Trustin Hightune at your service. I'm a lover of music. Why you join me? Join me for a jam. Pick your choice of an instrument.
And so you said the orb was his eye.
Are you looking into my eye?
Indeed, I am.
Yes, my eye. I only have the one. I only have the one eye. And he says, he pops it out here, and now I can't see anything else. And puts it in his right side. Now that's clean. I can see you better. All the better to see you with, my dear. The crowd goes wild. Join me for a jam, won't you?
What's your price for that? For your eye?
For my eye? It's a price I'm afraid no one likes to pay. The only way to get my eye is for someone to sacrifice themselves.
What?
Oh.
Exactly. That's a bit much.
But come on, it's a joyous time. I have visitors. We should play a song.
All right, I'm gonna whisper. So we just attack him and take the eye.
Maybe I could entice you for a friendly duet, if they're not willing. Trio or quartet, if you are.
So do you think like it's magical music, some sort of And this is us like whispering.
Yeah.
Like some sort of charm.
Against us or for us?
Against, where does trust issues come into play?
Fair point.
It could have been the floor.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
If we were lucky.
Come on, just play with me. I know stuff about the dungeon. If you play with me, I can tell you. We can work it into song.
Well, we can start with a song.
We can start with a song.
All right.
Alright.
I will step
pick an
in.
instrument.
I will pick up the green horn.
These are all freshly purchased horns. You may keep that at the end of the day. No one's ever played on it before, so you're not swapping spit with anyone.
Awesome.
I'll take one of the maraca shaky things.
You cannot keep the maraca shaky things. That belongs to my grandson.
Oh, I'm sorry. You wanted
Ken,
I mean, it's...
point of inspiration if you come up with a...
We
Yeah.
what?
If I what?
If you can come up with an instrument in your own house.
You certainly have pots and pans, right?
I mean, I used to have a piano downstairs.
How about a pair of spoons?
Ooh. Does that come across?
Not yet. It's
Not
a little
yet.
low.
Oh, it's filtering it out. It's
Oh,
so
I
loud
hear
over
it.
here.
We hear it. You're farting.
Basically. It's a headband.
A headband. So
Headband for the band.
All right. So, would you like to know the song of the Path of Crushing, or the Chamber of Gluttony, or the Path of Spikes, or Chamber of Endurance?
Path of Spike sounds like what we just did.
Yeah. How about the crushing?
How about Chamber of Yeah, Crushing sounds good.
Crushing. Path of Crushing?
Path of crushing.
So play along with me. Yes, beware, the alcoves hold pit traps, as our friend Liana found out when she jumped into one to escape from the rolling boulder. You got that one for free. The next time, we're going to have to roll a performance check.
Liana, is that who we're here to...
I think so. Isn't it? You sure? Reasonably sure. So she got crushed by the rolling boulder?
The crowd goes wild.
Okay, so we know one of these places has a rolling boulder.
Right.
What were the other options?
Chamber of Gluttony, Path of Spikes, and Chamber of Endurance.
How about Gluttony? I'm gonna cast.
If
guidance on
you
myself.
sing me a song and I am happy, and if you can appease the crowd, we will tell you about the Chamber of Gluttony. I am seeing... here it is. And you would think just rolling is enough, but the Dungeon Master doesn't. The crowd isn't appeased that easily. You can roll your dice, but you're going to have to do a little performance.
Oh dear. Okay. I cast guidance on myself. Did anyone get angry when I did that?
Aw.
They weren't thrilled.
You weren't thrilled? Okay, well.
Do what you gotta do. We gotta see.
That's a natural 20 again. I'm never gonna stop using this dice. 21, 22, I think. Yeah, 22 total.
So do your little performance.
He's trying. But it's not coming through.
Wow, that just sounds like rubbing against my ribs. Yeah, so
Trying to do jingle bells.
was it the gluttony you wanted to hear about?
Yes.
Yep.
Went in for a little nibble, couldn't stop. The others had to join in and help me or bust. Even so, we ate and ate and ate and ate until we puked and never found the orb.
Bummer.
Okay, so it sounds like you can't eat everything in that one. All right. Who wants to go next?
Well, what was there's a third one? We did the spike. I mean, we've more or less conquered the spikes at this point.
So, yeah, we think we've done spikes. There was.
We should ask about that one last.
Oh, endurance, right?
Yeah. So I'll ask about endurance.
Endurance. Oh, I tell you, each time these get a little bit more difficult, but I have confidence in you.
Well, good thing we got our nat 20 out of the way and easy one.
Yeah.
Well, what happens if we...
Give me your little performance, roll your dice, and we'll see how you do.
I'm going to slap you on the back and cast guidance on you.
Okay. Well, I didn't need it, but thank you.
Well, you never
Thank
know.
you. Well, you never know.
It's getting tougher.
But you get it.
Almost recognize this one.
I appreciate that you did recognize it just from the...
Jingle bells, jingle bells. Yeah. Well, they are jingle bells, so that does help.
Yes.
So, roll your performance.
18 plus...
18.
I can, if that... Plus a d4 if I need it.
You wanted to hear about the endurance? Is that what I heard? The chamber of endurance, the water was so cold. Liana nearly died swimming across. Don't try to cast spells there. Gave me an awful headache. We need to rewrite these so that they rhyme.
Yes.
We can do that before the convention.
With, Mr. I'm trying to think of a fun pun on AI, and I didn't go with it. Mr. Chat GPT can...
They could fix those, make them more rhyming.
Yeah.
Chad GPT.
There we
Chad
go.
G.
Chad.
G.
GPT. All right. So we got a rolling boulder somewhere. You can eat a lot and not get the orb, which is a little dicey.
Another place, yeah.
And then endurance. The water's really cold.
Swim.
Don't cast spells there, and you're gonna wind up with a headache. Okay.
You want to ask about spikes?
Ooh. You gotta ask about the spikes?
Sure. I mean, there may be stuff we can learn.
Another slap on the back. Go get him, buddy. Cast guidance.
Okay. I'll still do my spikes. This doesn't really let me do what I want to do.
Womp, womp, womp,
It's
womp.
kind of one tone,
More
yeah.
or less, yeah. It is kind of one tone. Oh, that's awful.
You did the d4.
Performance. Yeah, that's not going to save us.
Oh, yeah.
A 6.
Oh. Well,
It's very fitting.
I
Given the...
The quality
I
of my song.
suppose it's time we get down to business. The fact is, I'm bound to guard this room until I convince someone to take my job. So, by force if necessary. The skeleton says, sounding as a sad plink for emphasis. So, anyone looking for a job?
I already have a job, don't
Yeah.
you?
We're on the job right now.
And he pulls out a pair of symbols, goes, dong, and you each need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, good.
Uh-oh. Come on.
Lucky 13.
19.
5.
You took 5 points of sound damage, thunder damage. Sure. 5 points of thunder damage as your ear starts to bleed a little bit.
How fitting. Sorry, Ken.
And, I'm going to do initiative a little bit different at the convention. We're going to roll for... Everyone can roll as normal. That is not a D20.
That one got stopped.
All right. So, can anyone beat a 16?
No.
No one can beat a 16. So I'll go first, and we're just going to go clockwise around the table. And so that'll establish different... I might throw in go counterclockwise just to be different. So he takes another attack. Here's another attack. Oh, I had him out. Here he is. His action, he starts... we're all in here. We're all in here, right? We're all base. There's really hard not to be in base contact unless you want to run through the spikes again. He skeleton makes 2 attacks with his mallet. So we'll conk the wizard. That's a 12 on the die. 12 with his plus 5. 17. You take, that was cocked, 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Then he goes to the friendly dwarf next to him. That's 11 plus 5 is 16 for the dwarf.
No. I block it with my shield.
All right, that's his turn. Ken, you're up.
Okay. I cast guidance on the 3 of us. Nope, not guidance. Sorry, that's the other one.
Too late.
Bless. I cast bless on the 3 of us.
Bless on the 3 of you.
So that, that'll be everything. But so we can all add a D4 to attack rolls or saving throws.
Awesome.
All right, that's your turn.
Yes.
That's your action. I mean, you can move, but you'd be going out of his reach.
We'll just stay here.
So, wizard.
So this is my spell list here, but so there's some spells, lots in there that I.
So for the wizards, I took all the lists from the 2 different wizards and put them all in one list and gave it.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
So there are, and they're loosely in alphabetical order. Hopefully you see that. Not by
Okay.
level.
Okay. I'll just shoot a firebolt at him. That seems like a very wizardy thing to do.
Yes, you should do that.
Do I have to declare the bless? Because I don't have to use the bless, right? It's a one-time use?
I think you just get it always.
No. You just get it.
Oh, okay.
As long as I maintain concentration on it, you get it.
It's extra D4?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, you're in close proximity on a ranged spell.
Oh, that's a good point. And that's usually disadvantage, right?
Usually disadvantage.
So what are my other spells? Let's go to that. That's what I wanted to, but that's the other wizard.
Other guy, okay.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I don't see it.
Something bludgeoning.
I could try to charm him. Charm person.
Don't think you'll charm him out of his eyeball.
Okay. Is sacred flame is
Holy, it's not heat.
right, but it's also like a range,
You got the spell card.
right? Sacred flame.
Isn't that like a dex save? I don't remember.
Yeah, Sacred Flame's a dex save, so you're good if you want to use that. Or just take the disadvantage.
Okay. Sacred flame.
You're, of course, next, Christian.
Yep.
So dex saving throw.
Dex saving throw. Failed.
Okay. 1d8 radiant. That is a 1. Is there any modifier on that?
No, not usually.
Nope. Okay.
Anything else? To our paladin.
Nope. 1 point of damage.
Twing.
I feel like the crowd boos that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see here. So the paladin.
Boo.
That's all you can do.
Yeah. All right. So the paladin's going to swing. Let's see. All right. So okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to swing my glaive to glaive.
To glaive.
All right, that's a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
And bonus action, thunderous smite.
Oh boy.
So we're gonna go 1d10. So that's 1 slashing plus 2d6. So that's 9 slashing and then 9 thunder.
9 thunder?
Yes.
The thunder seems particularly effective. Yeah, as his boons. He rolls a 3. His eyeball pops out of his head and starts bouncing across the floor.
Sweet.
He uses his turn to dive on top of it. 17.
Well,
It was his turn. Now it's my turn.
Was it not?
No, he already went.
He won. Oh, that's right. Okay.
He dives on top of it. He kind of does a dog pile on top of it. Ken, it is your turn.
Okay, I will swing my warhammer at him.
Okay.
Nice.
Specific? Oh, I guess it's not really targeting. Never mind.
Oh, and you have advantage because he's prone.
That's good because I rolled a 5.
Try again.
Well, a 6 is nope. That's a 9 if I turn it the correct way. 9 plus 4 plus 4. Oh, that's not terrible. 17.
17 hits.
Okay. 7 bludgeoning damage.
7 and
Nope. That's a lie. Sorry, that's a lie. 5 bludgeoning damage.
5 bludgeoning damage. Oh, and as you hit him, the eyeball squirts out into the corner and he starts crawling after it. Your turn.
I will try to grab the eyeball.
You dive on the eyeball. Dexterity. Unless you have a different thing.
Oh, and then I can add the D4 to it. Right.
Yup.
Oh, it was 15, and then it rolled back to a 5.
So you're at 7.
So I'm at 8.
Hey, you try to grab it. It slips through your fingers. The dang thing's a little slimy.
I'll make a grab for it. My dexterity is atrocious, but we'll give it a shot. I will make a dive for the eyeball. Dexterity. That's...
Plus a D4.
Oh, yes. Thank God. Let's do that. Okay. 10.
10. Not quite good enough. I wish you had some lucky burn.
Yeah, me too.
It's not there. He scrambles around grabbing for it. 6. He's blind without that eyeball. He can't see. He can see from the eyeball, perhaps.
Would he not? Doesn't blindness give you disadvantage?
Yeah, well, he rolled a 6 anyway.
Okay.
So Ken, back to you. You're chasing this
Okay, well,
this little orb, eyeball-sized orb of power, just bouncing across, squirting through it like
I'll take a stab at grabbing it.
Yeah.
Straight out of the Temple of Doom.
I mean, we're all on the ground charging after this thing.
So this is a dexterity.
Yep.
Oh, so that's a 7 minus 1 for 6.
A
Plus
D4.
4.
Doesn't matter, even if you
Plus
get 4.
3.
Yeah,
So
it's still
9.
not enough. As you're all on the ground.
I will try to grab it.
Sure you are.
And
You got it. It's a mad dash.
Okay, so
That's better.
A 16.
Oh, okay.
16. Finally, you grab it in your hand.
I got it. I'll use my movement to stand up.
You move half your move. Oh, you
Or
you
half
have
my movement. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
he's healed.
You're healed, so you have half your movement. So you still have your half your movement.
I got it.
Yeah.
Go through the door.
And
And you hear him say, "Give it to me!
What-
Give me my orb back!"
and just the crowd
Oh yeah.
go wild.
Ah!
Okay, I will then lunge for the door.
You lunge for the portal. You being the wizard. Opportunity attack with disadvantage. 7. He missed. You feel his hand just slide off your heel as you
Close,
crawl through.
Actually, yeah.
Nice.
That was him. You.
All right. Okay, so I know he has the eye. But I'm on. All right, so half movement to stand up, I guess. He's still down, correct?
Yep.
All right.
He already used his opportunity attack on you.
Right.
So
So I'm gonna leap through the portal. Or run through the portal.
you run through the portal, leaving our
Our cleric.
cleric
Sorry,
all by
boss.
his lonesome. And so the Trustin, the bones guy, makes a blind attack. Nat 1. He hits the wall, and his bones all fall to the ground, and he starts pulling himself back together. It's your turn.
Well, I'll stand up.
Yep.
Anything in this room worth taking?
Oh, is there anything in this room?
Dude!
You see something on the floor that looks like a hammer, a mallet. It's pretty cool
Grab
looking.
that.
Yeah, you grab that.
Grab that, and I want to grab one of his bones.
And you grab
Since he
one,
just kinda
just to
fell
be
himself.
ornery, you grab one of his bones.
And then I want to casually just walk backwards, and then whatever the most offensive hand gesture I can make in the land of Faerun, I want to make to him as I walk through the portal.
Yeah, you do. You want to describe that at all, or you just leave it at that? Leave it at...
Imagination, because I don't want to get too demonetized.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't it just be finger guns?
Woohoo! But then they
What?
cheer.
It's supposed to be cheering.
Then they cheer. As you walk through the door,
Saunter backwards.
and they get back to the door.
Yeah, I'm doing performance here. I'm trying to.
Oh,
want good
welcome
rewards.
back, adventurers! You survived the first room, the first trial.
Oh, you.
And were you successful? Did you get the orb of power?
Of course we got the orb.
So you can put it into the slot. Into the slot. You set it in the slot?
Yep.
All right. And I'll just put that right there. Boom. Thusly. And cheering. Very good. Now, should we see if any of the audience favors you?
Sure.
Let's see. How does that work? All the way back over here. And each time the party re-enters, I roll a d4 on the table below. D4. And that is one of these. 1. The first time the pedestal tile is turned to a new plaque, the voice provides a hint. So, it says, you open the chest and it says, I am to provide you a hint. Which dial, where would you like to move the dial this time?
Okay, so we did issues. You think speed and greed is maybe the boulder?
Good thinking.
That sounds. Yeah.
I like it. So we can ask him for a hint about how to stop the boulder.
Or do you want a hint for the dragon's trial?
That's another good one.
That one's
That's probably the boss. I have to guess.
could be. Which one do you think is the gluttony?
If we want to take 10 minutes, I could cast a ritual to get some advice here. I don't know how useful it'd be because it'd just be like,
Time's a ticking.
Dad.
Audience is becoming impatient.
Well, and we want to save the girl if she's alive.
There's
Right.
only 4 choices.
let's go speed and greed. That
All right.
sounds like the
Speed
best one
and
where she is.
greed. So, your clue for speed and greed is the obvious for the slow. Be quick to look below. The obvious is for the slow. Be quick to look below. Is that where you're going to journey next? Are you going to turn the dial to speed and greed?
I think so.
Sure.
But wait!
Sure.
The light has turned back on the chest. It's green again.
You get another clue or something. Well, then let's open it.
You open it and you find a potion of flying. A potion of flying.
For that leap of faith.
Who would like to take? Who of you do you think what gave the best performance? Let's see here. Was it the Dragonborn? Was it the wizard?
Who got the orb?
Was it the cleric?
Who flipped off the crowd?
It was the cleric. I rolled.
I'm
And
doing the waving to my adoring fans.
the cleric gets a potion of healing. Just what he
I'm
always.
just gonna take that right now.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
and you just
get-
guzzle it right down. All right.
Yep.
1d4,
so
2d4 plus 2.
2. Dropping on the floor. Again. 3 plus 2.
Fine.
So 5.
Back up.
I'm back up.
All right. Send us to speed and greed.
Speed and greed. Ah, all right. Oh, this is a nice long one. Nice long one.
Well,
Oh, that one doesn't want to stay there.
What's the hammer I picked up? Is there anything special about it? that I
Oh,
can
yes, there is. Glad you mentioned that. It is the malicious mallet. The weapon has a head fashioned from a skull. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack using this weapon, you can cause the target to take an extra d6 psychic damage and become rattled. The target can't regain hit points and has disadvantage on the next save it makes until the end of your next turn. So, I don't know, can you see that? Is it backwards? It looks backwards.
It'll take a bit of time for it to pop up on my screen. 1d6 psychic, and they are rattled.
Yeah, rattled meaning they have disadvantage on the next save it makes until the end of your next turn.
Okay. And yes, it is backwards.
Yeah. But it's a good weapon for a cleric to have.
Yes. It's
Actually,
like a generic mallet, or
oh no, it looks like a skull.
no, sorry, like damage.
Yeah, it doesn't say it's magical, but it's a magic weapon, so I'd say it causes magical damage. Sure.
No, is it a 1d8 bludgeoning?
Oh yeah. So yeah, it'd be the same as a hammer. Not
Same as my warhammer. Okay.
Yeah, same as a warhammer. That's D8, isn't it?
Cool. Yes.
Good point. D8 plus D6 plus can't regain hit points plus disadvantage on its next save. So coolio weapon.
All right. Yeah, I'll be using that now.
All right.
Do you think we could be in here longer than 8 hours?
I don't know.
I hope not.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Mage Armor on myself.
Mm,
Which makes
it's a good
my
idea.
+13 Dex.
Oh, don't need this anymore.
So that makes my armor class now 14. And because that is an abjuration spell, I can use my bonus action. Actually, I don't even need to use bonus. I can create a magical ward on myself that gives me 10 temporary hit points.
So here's a question regarding temporary hit points. So you have these temporary hit points, and you get hit.
Mm-hmm.
Are they the first to go? Or
Yes.
They are the first to go.
Yep.
You step through the portal.
Yeah, we did.
Who steps first?
Well, he went through, right? Well,
Oh, no.
Oh, this is the dial thing, right?
The dial. You went to the speed and greed, wasn't it?
Yep.
What it's called?
Yep.
Speed and greed.
Who has the potion?
Who would like to be carrying the potion?
Would you, Wizard?
Sure. I will be carrying it.
Wes has it.
All right.
All right.
Ceilings are 20 high. That's good to know. All right. The hallway's floor slopes slightly upwards toward a door at the far end.
Oh man.
Who's first to go through? Paladin or cleric?
I'll go through.
I'll go first this time.
Oh, he goes. Okay.
He goes through first, and followed by the wizard. You said he'd go second. All right. Slightly upwards toward a door at the far end. It's lined by four. It seems you could. It's hard to. It's kind of dim, but there's four alcoves on either side of the wall, and the room kind of goes back. There's a brick wall on the back. If someone wants to roll me a perception check.
Sure.
I'm not really great at those.
That's an 8 plus 3 for
8?
11.
8 plus 3 for plus 11. Yeah. There's a wall back there. But you can't wait. Let's see if this helps. Oh yeah. Poster tacky.
There you go.
All right. That's what you see.
Right. Well, it says speed and greed, so I guess let's move fast and take everything.
That is exactly what
Start
you should
walking,
do.
walking uphill.
Do you want me to investigate for traps? Since that worked so well last time.
You say that as I'm like mid-step, and I pause. Sure.
Where would you like to investigate?
The floor.
All right, the floor in front of you seems to be trap free.
Do we still have the bless? Is it still active?
No,
you like
it's
that?
probably been
Okay.
a minute.
No, it's only a minute.
I think that only lasts a minute.
But you said there's no
Yes,
traps.
it's a minute.
So,
No trap on the floor right in front of you, for as far as you can see.
as far as we can see. Okay.
So far as you can see.
Are you going to be investigating for traps all the time here?
Yes.
So you move forward
Take a
10.
guidance. You
Guidance.
can add a D4 to ability check.
You step up to here. You're kind of by those alcoves.
16 plus 8.
And you're doing investigation checks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how are you doing your investigation checks?
By
So you get down and you kind of tap the ground.
Yeah.
And the main floor seems fine. Are you going to check the alcoves?
Yes.
Sure.
Sure you do. And you tap it and you feel that the floor is something off with the floor.
The alcoves are suspicious.
Alcoves are suspicious. What was the what did he say? Yeah, the ragtail guy told you something, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, we think she's squished here.
Obvious is for the slow. Be quick to look below. So maybe the squishy is that too obvious?
Yeah.
On one hand, I felt like the alcoves gave us somewhere to dive if the rock comes down the hill. But
Yep.
maybe going in there is what triggers the rock. And maybe we need to look underneath underneath the
I'll leave that to you. I'm gonna keep moving.
okay.
Hey, do we want to try to pick up
Who's behind
one
the
of
wizard?
the floor?
I will be.
All right. That's you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's the cleric there, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And so from behind, range 30, a goo spurt from the back is attacking the cleric, range 30 feet. Slam, goo spurt, range 30 feet, moves. Each creature moves up to its speed and can enter a medium. So you, Mr. Cleric, are engulfed. I should turn this around so you can see. The wall that you thought was just a wall turns out to be something called a box snail.
Oh crap.
A box snail starts pushing you forward, and it's about to engulf our dwarfish cleric dude. Up here is where I want to be. Up here. This is...
There you go.
That's what he is.
Oh.
Oh boy.
And so you need to make, as it moves into your space from behind, each creature in a space it enters makes a dexterity or strength save. Creature's choice.
Oh, good. I'll go strength.
Yeah.
12 plus 2, 14.
14 is a fail. On a fail, you take 18 acid damage, and you are grappled as you start screaming as this thing starts to engulf you.
Holy crap.
Man, you're making me do math on these hit points.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. It says 15 though.
We believe you.
What did I say? 18?
Okay.
18. It says 18. Did I
18?
say? Did I say 15 or 18?
18 is what you said.
You said 18.
18 is what it says here. 15 was the DC. It's a hard DC.
Ouch.
And it
Okay,
moves,
and now I'm restrained.
so you are restrained, and it moves forward 5 feet.
No. Yeah, no, not okay.
Let's roll initiative. Well, it took its initiative. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. Who would like? Can anyone beat a 7?
No.
Yes, 13.
14.
14. Ken, go ahead. You
Okay,
are grappled.
Yeah, so
You can try to break free,
my attack.
or you can try to attack it. But it feels like you've been engulfed by a brick wall, a stone wall. I crafted this too. Come on.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
cool.
awesome.
I'm not sure if that's supposed to make me feel like I can attack it or break free.
I was assuming it's 3.
Let's
Nope.
attack. That was my gut instinct.
Attack.
Disadvantage or is it normal?
You are grappled. So with the grappled condition, I have it right here somewhere.
Is that the back?
Oh, is it here? No, where'd it go?
Right back.
Where'd it go? I have good. I think you have disadvantage, right? For grappled, you have disadvantage on being. Here, grappled. Speed is 0. Attack rolls against creature have disadvantage on attack rolls against any target except grappler. Grappler can drag. So you don't have disadvantage against if you're attacking.
Oh, nice. Okay, so that's a 15 plus 19 to hit.
19 to hit. So that's the thing with all these pages everywhere. 15. You hit a solid rock and don't feel like you did any damage.
19.
19. You hit a solid rock and doesn't feel like you did any damage.
Boo.
The crowd's hero is.
All right, Wes. You turn around and you see Ken start to the cleric start to get pulled into this moving wall that has sliminess around it.
Do we just trigger the trap?
Oh, that's a good idea. With the rock.
The obvious is for the slow.
And
Or is this the obvious thing?
obvious for slow, be quick to look below. Look below what? I like the idea of using the rock to, sorry Ken, but run over the snail. A giant rock rolling down the hall.
Well, we don't know that the rock is. We're assuming.
Yeah, that's true.
So I will. Do I dare as the squishy one, or do you want to step into the alcove?
I'll go in the alcove.
Sure you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I stepping in, or do I want to be looking underneath? Do I want to declare that I'm?
I will hold my action to step into the other alcove if our paladin doesn't.
So you step into the alcove. Spikes come from the floor and cause 5 points of piercing damage.
Ow!
So I will not take my held action.
Okay. Choose not to do that, will you?
Ow!
But that was his turn. Did we? Your held action. You held.
My held action was basically to see what would
yeah,
happen,
yeah.
and if it wasn't damaging.
We're back to the box snail,
Oh.
and the box snail does. It will do 3 points of bludgeoning damage
Ken.
to Ken,
All right.
and we're back to Ken.
Okay, well, attacking it didn't seem to work, so I will try to break free.
That's a great idea.
Okay, let's do good this time. I'm going to assume a 5 plus very little doesn't help me.
No. As you've been just a little bit engulfed even more. And now we're to the wizard.
I would like to move forward and investigate the floor
You're going to use your action to investigate the floor
as I'm moving forward.
as you're
Yes.
moving forward. Okay. What part of the floor would you like to... Just this main floor?
You're going away from the snail, or
Away from the snail. I'm thinking it's probably safe up to here.
5, 10,
maybe
15.
And then I would like to investigate this part.
Yeah, roll your investigation check.
17 plus 8.
Plus 8?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you see just a thin wire across the floor.
There's a tripwire here. I will step over the thin wire and keep moving. That's, however far I can move.
Yeah, so, I mean, you started here, so you can get to the door if you want.
Okay.
You open the door?
Yes.
You open the door. You open door, and in this room, in here, you see... By the way, this is why you don't spray paint your frickin' foam. Even being careful, it still dissolved it.
It dissolves it, yeah.
Was not very happy after spending all these time writing all these freaking little cobblestones and then have it dissolve. It looks okay, but it's not to Dave standards. not Dave standards.
You use brush on the rest.
Yeah. Open the door. Open the door. We have the door's open. The door's open. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. All right. And in there you see a room with a big table, right in the middle. It is ornately occupied. I have a picture. On the wall. I can read the room. I should read the room. This ostentatious room is lined with paintings of sumptuous meals and smiling people eating happily. In the room center is a candlelit table piled with fruit, fresh meat, and other delicious food. A bronze. You see, there's a plaque on the side of the table, but from here you can't quite read it. And a portal fills the opposite side of the room. Portal, boom, just like that. There's way out, right there. I think that's your turn though, because you usually.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't want to be here.
Yeah. Tick, 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 tick.
Out. I assume you shouted about the wire.
He did.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But my friend, what am I going to do against this thing? I don't imagine that a brick snail is going to. All right. Is my comrade remotely visible? Like, could I grab a hold of him and try to pull him out?
You just barely see the outline of him as he's being absorbed. So I'm gonna say yes. You can see him. You can grab at him if you wanted to, but you would give him help action.
Okay. Well, that seems like a prudent thing to do. I'm a little worried that if I go Thunder Smite on bricks, it might be great, but it might also hurt him, and I don't want to hurt him. All right, I will use my action to help him try to get out.
Yeah.
Lend my strength.
So you're up in base contact now, and you're reaching at him. You grab onto like the back of his, front of his armor plate, trying to pull him out. But it's the box snail's turn, and the box snail says, something more to eat. Something more to eat. Let's see here. And I think he will use the shove action. He will try to push you away.
Oh.
All right, so make a strength or dexterity saving throw as it tries to it pushes forward. And can you maintain your grasp, or you can get thrown away?
We'll find out. Oh, that's not great. That's 12. And we're probably not under we're not under bless anymore, right?
Correct.
Okay. So 12.
It lunges forward, but you are able to hold on.
Nice.
And so that was its turn, but you feel like he could have. Next time, if he does that again and you fail, you might get thrown on top of that tripwire.
Yep.
All right. Ken, your turn.
Get out with
I'm
help.
try to break free.
With advantage.
With advantage.
Okay, so that's a 6 is the first one. And a 4 is the second one.
No!
So 8. 8 is pissed.
Does he not have inspiration?
Are you human? No, you're a dwarf.
Well,
Nope.
He has
no,
inspiration.
you gave him inspiration for his musical instrument.
Did I say that?
You said you would give. Did you? Am
Did I say that?
imagining you'd give him inspiration if he found a musical instrument?
I did.
In his
Yes,
room.
you did. And you did find one. You have inspiration if you want to roll again.
Pick a different
Sure,
die.
let's do it. I only have the one dice with me.
He rolled 2d20s, two nat 20s earlier.
Maybe he used.
Yeah, it's making up for that. So that's an 11.
11.
Any pluses on that?
No, that's what the plus is.
That's
the
what-
pluses, huh?
11. I'm going to say you start to come out, but that wasn't quite the 15 you need to break free.
No.
Wizard? Wes?
Yes. I will. How far? So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? Is that correct?
Yeah.
So that would leave me. No, I can't do that. Because then I'll get sucked in.
Yeah, we need somebody to survive.
Yeah. So I was thinking I could give him guidance. To have guidance as well.
Oh.
But
Exactly.
Yeah. What does arcane vigor do? No.
He's getting close, that's for sure. I know he doesn't have that many hit points left.
I'll have to wait in. I'll have to give you guys another round and wait till it gets closer before I can do something like guidance. In the meantime, I will look under the table
You look under the table,
for the orb.
and you look under the table, and sure enough, affixed to the bottom of the table is a orb of power.
I will attempt to take it.
You crawl underneath the table, you grab it, you got your hand all around it, and no rolls. It's like magically affixed.
Okay. But something else has to happen first.
Right.
But that food on top of the table looks scrumptious.
My stomach would be growling.
You just, here's another view of it.
Wow.
This isn't the gluttony room, is it?
Yes.
Yes. But it's also the look below
Mm.
hint.
Yes.
Mhm,
Good call.
mhm.
Excellent. Okay, he moved in and made an.
Yeah,
How
so
do you
now
get
it's
Back to me.
Paladin's turn.
Well, I do have a hold, in some regard, I do have a hold of him, right?
Yes.
So while I've got a hold of him, I think it would be prudent.
Now, if you want him to have advantage, you have to use your help action.
Right, I know.
All right.
I'm more concerned about. Let's see. I'm thinking about either doling out some lay hands points or casting cure wounds.
Either of those is a bonus action.
Now they're let's see. Well, hang on. Both of them are in action, so I wouldn't. I mean, so I can't help him if I'm.
That's
So
right.
it's what level of help do we want? Do we want help trying to get him out, or do we want to help by healing him up so that when it gets its next digestive turn, he's got some hit points left?
Get me out!
Get you out? Is that what I heard?
I have a lot of characters here.
Okay. All right. I will use my action to try to help my friend escape.
All right. And so it lunges forward again. You can almost feel the tripwire behind you. And you need to make your dexterity saving throw as it tries to shove you away.
Oh, dexterity. That's good.
Or strength.
Strength. I like strength. You like strength? Oh yeah, that's a 16.
Oh, yeah. And you got a good firm hold on him.
It's my dragon claws I'm dragging.
All right. And so we're back to Ken.
Okay.
Please roll better.
Okay, so that's a 6 total, and a 16.
The 16 beats the 15. You finally pop out. I want the two of you to roll a dexterity saving throw and don't suck.
18 for me.
2.
2. All right. As you fumble through and trip the wire, and from the scene,
It was the boulder.
Yeah. Now wait a minute. I made my save.
you made your
I
save.
scamper over.
Yeah. It wasn't your turn though.
Okay, all right.
It wasn't your turn though. It was his turn. It's your turn. Wizard's turn. You just heard a loud thud.
I don't think that would help anything. I don't know. There's much I can do to help you guys.
There's got to be something.
everything it would just put me in, like I can Misty Step, but that would just put me in the way of the boulder.
Right, which we don't want.
Right. I could guidance, but then also that's touch. I would be in the way of the boulder.
You have anything to neutralize the magic to get the gem? The orb? Dispel magic
No.
or?
No.
Well, but maybe now that the boulder's going, that's the orb's released.
Oh, maybe.
That's true.
Did you
I
hear
will-
a clunk of it falling off the bottom?
I will try the orb again.
And it's still fixed. That is not the solution.
Good thinking though.
What does web do? Anyway,
Web causes a bunch of area that is difficult terrain and all sticky.
Right. Would that slow the boulder?
And it's not flammable anymore. Who was I
Really?
playing? The web is no.
Oh,
What? Web's not flammable?
Wow.
I think
They beefed that up then.
I think you're missing web from this.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it was like another page or something like that, but
I like the idea of trying to stop the boulder. I think that was a good idea.
yeah, I will step up to the doorway
Mm-hmm.
and then
Cast web. You cover it in a web and give me our Arcana check. Let's see how good is your web.
nat 20 plus 6.
Nice.
It
Nice.
makes a wall of web.
You-
That's precise, covers every seam.
Yes, and it's effective, but it is still just a web. So it would slow its.
And this is just a boulder.
It's, it's just a boulder. It's your turn.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
You hear there was. I don't know how long this is gonna hold it.
All right. Then I will make a run for the
You
door.
jump the tile and you go into the room. All right. Any action? You help him up.
Yes. At least get him standing. And move. Okay. Is helping him get up all of my action?
You can drag him. Oh, you can drag a creature half your movement, and I think you're within range. You can drag him out of the way.
All right. That's what I do.
And then around, like just 6 seconds later, like you bought him one round. And you see it as you, all three of you, I can just see your heads kind of looking up. It pushes the snail and resets the trap. As it goes to the end, something falls through the floor. And you hear the boulder rolling like.
Like a pool ball going down the channel.
Yeah, exactly. The trap has reset.
Alrighty.
Well, the good news is I found the orb.
Awesome.
The bad news is it's stuck to the bottom of the table and I don't know how to get it off.
Can we take the table with us?
There-
Maybe now that the snail is back, it's good.
But you see at a side of the table, there is a plaque.
That we couldn't read before. Maybe we just need to read it and it'll release it.
And what does it say?
That's probably how it works.
Yeah.
Okay.
You read the plaque, it says, "What you seek lies beneath. Clear the table, eat the feast." See, that kind of rhymes. Why didn't the skeleton do
Read
that?
the hint again.
Let's see. Well, it said they ate and ate and ate and never found the orb, but we found the orb. Right?
Yeah. What was the slow?
Obvious is for the slow. Be quick to look below.
Okay.
Obvious is for the so obvious is eating. It's obvious to eat, but that's for slow. Be quick to look below. I mean, you looked at below right away, so that was
Yeah.
the quick part.
Is there a plaque on the bottom of the table?
I don't know, Mr. DM. Is there a plaque under the table as well?
Yeah, I'm reading this here. So as I'm learning myself, it's apparently not magic. It says it's strapped to the table, and it doesn't say you have to eat the food. So it seems like you can just get the orb.
Can you use my dagger just to...
Yep, you cut the straps, you got the dagger. That's a little underwhelming.
Why didn't I think of doing that earlier?
Yeah.
You didn't know.
That's unfair. What kind of a wizard are you? You gotta be smarter.
I guess the trick was to know the orb was underneath the table instead of beneath the food.
Mm.
Okay, you have the orb. Oh, what color orb should I
So
get?
okay,
But that's
I thought that she was gonna be here. Like her body would be here, right?
well, it's in one of these places, perhaps.
Maybe it was somewhere you
but it was
didn't
a holy
look.
border. She does.
Somewhere we didn't look. Oh, there's no clue. One of the alcoves.
I guess we haven't looked where the boulder appeared from.
You really only did one alcove.
Right.
But the skeleton guy did talk about her in about half to 3/4 of the hints.
Yeah.
So
No,
That's true.
only one. Only this one.
really,
Yeah.
so I thought
She was in the water one.
she was in the water one. She was in.
The water one?
They made it sound like she could be in this
Well,
one though.
in the water one, let's see.
Talked about the swim.
Went in for a little nibble and couldn't stop. No,
And she got a headache because she tried to cast a spell.
Headache.
Right.
Yeah, casting spells.
Water was so cold. Yana nearly died swimming, so it was a different person.
Oh.
Mm.
Don't try
Oh.
Yeryanna.
Mm.
Okay,
Hmm.
so I think we should investigate the other 3 alcoves real quick.
Okay. Being mindful of the wire that has reset.
The wire and those 5 hit points of damage that you took.
It was
You took a bunch.
18 hit points of damage that I took.
From the box snail. Yeah.
From the
Nice.
box snail, but you took 5 from the alcove.
Right.
Oh,
Right. I did.
And that was the opposite alcove. This is the alcove I investigated and said was sketchy. This was the one you stepped in.
Correct.
So,
So you're thinking.
I think that the game show person has her.
Hmm.
Where'd that come from?
I just put it there to mark where I had already been.
Yeah, you've been there,
Yeah.
right? I'm sorry. What did you guys do? Did you go back out and search the alcoves?
Not
We
yet.
haven't yet.
We're
Do you think it's a
discussing.
good idea? I will go out and investigate the alcove.
You gingerly step over, and you search each of them, and in one of them you find the remains of her, whatever her name was.
No, you're right.
Our original person? The person we were sent to find?
Yes,
Oh.
Liana, I think it
Yeah.
was.
Okay. Okay.
By tripping the trap, one of them comes the false floor. You look in the pit, and there's her body. You pull her body out, probably
Yes.
between the 3 of you,
Yep.
and you drag her remains into this room. She is obviously dead, and it's obviously been a while.
Mm.
It's very sad. However,
Well,
our mission continues. We have to bring her home.
yes. And to get home, we need the other orbs, right?
Yes.
Okay.
all right, through the portal.
Through the portal.
Through the portal!
With the body.
Yay, we have the body. We have the body. Everybody, let's go party. Come on. Come on. Boom, boom, boom. I'm very happy with these tiles, even though they were half destructed. Oh, I didn't use my fun. I had these for the alcove spikies.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right.
That's what happens when you have too many toys.
Too many toys.
You should start forgetting about them.
Forget my toys. All right.
We need the. Yes. Yeah.
See if we got something in the box.
This thing needs
Might,
some.
we might have gotten it. Something from a benefactor.
there, and then it could be sticky to there.
There you
All right, and you got a second orb.
The wizard has 2 for 2.
The wizard was 2 for 2, but were they most impressed by the wizard? Well, first of all, were they impressed by any of you? You think the wizard thinks they should be?
Mm-hmm.
The wizard thinks they should be.
My heroic effort to help my friend?
The heroic effort to. You're right. They gotta be impressed. So let's see. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Again, we're with the.
Their sympathies are for their
cleric.
Their cleric hero.
They seem to like the cleric, and so the D4. A 3, a 3, a 3.
He had them on the edge of their seats as to whether he would survive or not.
Well, the cleric was on the edge of his seat, whether he would survive or not.
I apparently didn't make this one.
Well, we need to get you healed up here soon.
A potion of invulnerability.
Or you could just drink that.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
oh.
that doesn't heal me, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think.
No, it doesn't. But it makes
I
you,
have a potion.
makes you highly resistant to a lot of stuff.
I don't have that card. What?
Okay. What's everyone else's hit points at?
I have 18 with 10 temporary.
I'm at
So
20.
you're at full.
No, I'm down 5.
I'm down.
Okay.
I'm down 5 as well. I'm at 20. But I mean, I have both. I could put that back either by laying hands, and I also have. I can cast Cure
Okay.
Wounds.
Well, my channel of divinity can't get us up above half, so that's not worth using yet. So I'll just cast a Cure Wounds on myself. And I do something special with Cure Wounds. What is it? 2 plus the spell's level. Oh, nice. So an extra 5. No, that's my level. An extra 3. Cure Wounds. 2d8.
I will lay hands on myself and get myself topped up.
5, 6, plus 3, 9.
I didn't create a card for
12.
potion of invulnerability. Very disappointed in myself.
18.
Is it time to fix it?
Slacking.
All right. So we have a potion of invulnerability now. I'm topped up.
So that gives you 1 minute after you drink this potion. You have resistance to all damage.
Save that for the boss fight.
Yeah,
For sure.
or the dragon.
That's what
One
it
more room, and then we're gonna go to the boss fight because we're not gonna make all.
Okay.
All right.
is. So where do we want to go next?
Where do
Is
you
there a
want?
specific one you want to trial here?
No, I don't. No, I don't care.
Well, we've done spikes, we've done crushing, we've done gluttony. I mean, endurance in the cold is the next one, to the best of my knowledge. Now, which one
Sure.
that is?
You should do the dragon trial.
That's the boss fight.
No,
No.
it's not.
Okay.
I'm guessing once you have the 5 orbs, then that's the boss fight.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's do dragon.
The dragon trial, because this is a pretty coolio. Let's see here, because we get to use my sand tiles. My sand tiles.
Did you mix like Elmer's glue with sand?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Kind of multi-tier toolbox. You carrying all this stuff to the con. in.
Yeah, really. I was just thinking about that earlier.
Yeah.
You need one of those, like, you know, you see nowadays, like Milwaukee and
Yeah,
all
the
those.
Milwaukee,
They have
I
like
forgot what they
the
call
big
it.
box
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
bottom, and then you got several others, and you can wheel it in. That's what I'm hearing.
All right. So, sand covers the floor of this hallway, and the walls are dotted with hundreds of tiny holes. A stone door sits at the far end.
Wait a minute. I thought we did the spikes already.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No.
Long hall with holes.
Long holes with door at the far end. Kind of short, actually.
What was the? Read us the.
Sand covers the floor of this hallway. It's about 3 inches deep as your feet sink into the sand, and the walls are dotted with hundreds of tiny holes. A stone door sits at the far end. It's just right there.
3 inches of sand. That'll be hard to
Use
find.
your
Traps. And then what
You
was
want
the
to use
hint?
your javelin and just like drag it across and see if you can trigger something?
And I have a quarterstaff. What was the hint about the spikes? Honestly didn't pay attention because I was like, oh, we already did that.
I don't.
Well, and
Did we get the hint about the spikes? I thought that was when we failed.
Oh, you're right. That was one who failed.
Yeah, that is. That's what I got noted.
Okay.
Fail.
Okay.
So we don't know. But the dragging through the sand makes sense.
I will use the butt of my quarterstaff to to investigate, one might say, the sand in front of me.
I will
Okay.
guide you as you're doing this.
I mean, I have a +8, but I will take your
Hey,
guidance.
Plus
I will
12 works.
I will
Yeah.
guide you as
Yes.
you do this.
Yeah, so, I mean, you could roll, but you're going to succeed. As you do find a spiky trap.
Poing.
Okay, don't step there.
Don't step there. Got it.
And then
We don't know how many more of those there are. Now, when you say we found a spiky track, did it come out of the ground or did a bunch
Spikes jut through the sand.
Okay. But nothing's coming out the holes yet.
can I use my quarterstaff to vault over these spikes?
Yes.
Okay, I will do that.
Hey, you
What
learn
would you
from
like
your
to-
last attempt and check if there's spikes on the far side first.
I will probably be doing that by landing on the first side.
Exactly. Sorry, he's got those temporary hit points. He's good.
Yeah. So let me put this down there first.
I mean, what's the chances of there being 2 traps in a row again?
So, poison darts
Indiana Jones
flood
style.
through the whole. Let's see what the flood. This is called poison darts. Apropos, I suppose.
The holes in the wall.
Poison darts.
So
Poison.
protecting the squishy guys. Squishy guy keeps jumping in front.
Poison darts. All right. Each creature. Okay, we make attacks on each creature. As we said, it was all along.
Oh.
So
So one trigger triggers the whole
Yeah.
hallway?
Yeah, it's all the holes in the wall.
purple, red, green.
Way to go, Wiz.
Purple miss. Red hit.
What is it?
Is
Oh,
19.
Yeah, that hits.
Plus 3 is 22. 17 on our friendly paladin.
Needs it, beats it. Yeah.
17. This is. So we are here. Plus 3. You take 4 points of damage. And the 2 of you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Who are the 2 of us?
The 2 that failed.
Me and Wes.
Wizard and
Oh, okay.
Dragonborn.
Unnatural.
Well, that's
20.
unfortunate because I'm resistant to poison.
What'd you roll?
6.
6. You are poisoned for 1 hour.
I think I have.
Gives you disadvantage on some stuff.
Poison.
I can.
You have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks while you are poisoned.
Okay, but I can fix that.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here before you fix it.
Yeah, agree.
Okay,
Now what?
because we're probably going to trigger this trap again. The
You-
cleric will jump over and land.
All right, the cleric. This guy runs. Where you run and you jump. Now the problem with this space is it's actually a springboard.
Oh.
It springs you back 10 feet where you land.
Oh,
Boy.
Well, that's unfortunate.
This is spring floor. Launches a creature that steps on it 10 feet up and 10 feet southward to land on the first trap. The first trap, which was the spike floor, is here, and you get to make... No, you fail. Yeah, I'm just saying you fail. You failed. You take a d6, 1d6. Boom. 3 points of piercing damage. And
Ouch.
you've moved. So as you are standing here, you can 3 seconds up, and then you feel them start to retract. Dragonborn,
Yeah.
you're having fun.
No, not really. I've been poisoned. Not a fan.
Don't hit that one.
There is,
little bit
a
of
spot there, but it is 15 feet away.
room. Right. Let's
Does
see.
it seem like the trap under me has reset?
You feel like if you were to move off and back onto it, it would trigger it again.
Now, what if a friendly paladin lands on it next to me?
You feel like it's already depressed and it's not.
Okay, so I would communicate that
Mhm.
that it seems like the poison, as long as I stay here, the poison darts won't
Okay, so 5, 10. This is.
Well, Yeah, well, those are already up, so they're retracting now. So
Okay,
yeah,
so-
you can go across those. I'll say you can go across those.
Okay, and I can get to here, and then I can attempt to hop
Yeah.
this door.
Yep. That springboard is reset,
Okay.
and that's pretty. You know what? Dexterity check just don't suck.
Like athletics.
No, dex.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's good. 17.
Yeah, you stuck your landing.
Okay. All right. So here I am at the door. So that was movement. So I'm at the door. I guess. Shall I open the door? I will open the door.
You open the door. Open the door. Do do do. And do 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 do. Get my poster tacky. I like my poster tacky. Wasn't enough. Okay. And in here, you see a chest in the middle of the room. Let's actually read the actual 5 stone statues, each carved like an open-mawed dragon, stand around a strong box with a script on its lid and 5 keyholes colored black, blue, green, red, and white. Let's to the image. That is not the image. That's the image. So, can you see that?
Yep.
Can you read it? I can read it. This might be easier.
I'm guessing the keys are in their mouths. In their maws, your fates now lay.
That's not the screen I expected it to show me.
Fire retirement, lust for gold. The ice is savage, turns blood cold. The slide takes even copper's light. The vein sees sand as stars at night. Terror even stones obey. In their maws your fates now lay.
But, so you step into the room?
Yep.
All right. How about the rest of you? What are you guys doing?
I will continue holding this one down.
Okay, Ken, what are you going to do?
Thank you. I will walk on to the one that our friendly neighborhood wizard is holding down, and then jump over the springboard
Yep.
and walk through the door.
And you jump over as well?
Yep.
And you're all in there.
Oh, I have an idea.
I don't like that hallway.
Yeah, no, that's.
That was a fun hallway. Come
I
on.
thought that was a
That
fun
was tricky.
Trap on top of a trap on top of a trap.
one. Oh, the springboard back to the
Let's
trap.
throw you back.
Yeah.
That springboard was freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have these clues about these dragons. So I have a pouch with gold. I have a pouch of copper.
Oh.
We've got sand in the hallway, or we have the diamond dust. See sand as stars. So sand, diamond look like stars. The icy savage. Icy, that's the... I don't know if that's the cold water or whatever. And then terror, even stones obey. Even stones obey. So we have some of the things to put in their mouths. Because in their mouths your fates now lay. So part of me feels like if we put some of the gold, some of the copper, some of the dust, at least in the ones that we have stuff for.
Does it appear like we could place objects? In
Yes.
the mouths?
I mean, dragons aren't known for their altruism, so maybe we give them the entire bag of gold and entire bag of copper.
And the entire bag of dust?
Yep.
Yep. Now, we don't have the cold or the terror. But being that we are accelerating the game, I don't know if that...
I see. So turns blood cold. I think that means we should bleed into its mouth.
Oh. Could be.
So that one's solvable.
Solvable. Okay,
Maybe.
so that gives us 4 out of 5.
Um,
Terror, even stones obey. Stones. Well, if we're calling the sand the stars of night, the diamonds, then maybe the stones is the hallway? That was said. He described that as sand. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's- okay.
Well, stone. Yeah. We should have taken some of the boulder with us.
Well, let's just.
Oh, but we had... Oh, back at the beginning. There were stones on the shelf. The unnatural stones.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, let's start with the copper,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
So, the sly. Which one is the sly? Do we think it matters which one's which?
Well, fire is...
Yes.
My money is red on that. Sly, I think, is either the green... Blue seems... Blue or white's going to be the icy. Or maybe this one's more like a diamond, the white one. The black, to me, feels like a stone or terror.
So green.
And if you think about copper, when it
Well-
oxidizes, can be green.
I mean, is there anything on the dragons that actually indicate which one's which besides their color?
And actually,
we can look.
actually, I made the puzzle easier by coloring in the dragons. It wanted me to make you guys roll nature checks to figure out which dragon was which.
Okay. Well,
So,
the fiery tyrant.
Specifically,
plus
no
for
to
gold.
your
Okay.
question.
So here's my thought is
Oh.
let's start with one and see what happens.
Right.
Right. To test our.
I'm most comfortable with saying red is the one for gold.
Agree.
Yeah. So if we're confident in that, we could try gold first. My thought was copper because copper, well, is cheap.
Right.
But
So do we want to go all in on the gold, or are we going to try one gold to see how it behaves? It says it lusts. That means it wants a lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we stick the entire thing in.
yeah.
All right. We are going to put the paladin who's carrying the pouch of gold, will put the pouch of 50 gold pieces into the red dragon's maw carefully so as not to get my hand snapped off.
And in a puff of smoke, a blast of heat, the smoke dissipates, and you see in his tongue a golden key.
I retrieve the key.
And amazingly so, it's not hot.
Oh, neat.
So at the beginning, did they say we could? Did we have to have the orb to go back to the portal, or we're just here to collect the orbs?
No, it was the
You-
path to freedom. We have to.
You
get
have to have the orbs for the path of freedom.
I will go back to the portal
Okay?
and collect
Good
some
idea.
of the stones,
Okay.
and then I will come back through.
You are here.
Yep, and I will make. Well, no, I have to make a triple, right? Which which is gonna do less damage.
I should have been the one to do it because I'm resistant to poison.
Oh.
Hindsight.
Yeah, hindsight. Hop, skip, and a jump. I mean, I feel like I have no choice but to land on the poison darts. Yeah.
You're already poisoned, aren't you?
No.
No, you're not.
I was.
You were poisoned.
Yeah.
You're right. All right. So you
I
land.
will cast guidance on myself.
Sure, you will.
Prove that saving throw.
So. Where'd he go? There we are. All right. So this is where they all fly through, and it's a +3 to hit. So I roll a 4. They happen to miss you.
Miss.
He's doing an Indiana Jones.
Yeah. I know where they're coming from now.
You can anticipate.
Yeah. So they didn't hit you. Woo. And you jump through.
All right.
And of course, I did something dramatic along the way to please.
Oh,
the
did you?
audience.
So would you like to describe that to me? Because you're probably going to have to make some sort of dexterity
Yes.
thing if you want it to be
Yes.
anything impressive. Unless you have a spell you can use to make it impressive.
Not really. I mean, well, I could.
Don't you have some sort of fun cantrip?
I could have just misty stepped.
You did guide yourself.
I did guide myself. I didn't end up needing it.
You could have misty stepped. That would have been a lot easier.
It
But
would-
a little bit safer.
It would have used my only
Holy slot.
remaining second level spell slot, though.
Mhm.
Not like as you jump through, you firebolt, blow some sand or something, make it look like you did an exploding jump.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. I was thinking.
We need sand. Maybe you grab a handful of sand as you
Well,
do
no.
do a handstand, walk on your hands.
We needed rocks.
You
And
need
that's what
sand too, didn't you?
But we were
No,
assuming the
it's-
diamond was the sand.
Right.
But maybe we should take some sand too.
Maybe. Yeah, that'd be easier to get though.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Reach
like,
out the door.
Reach out the door, right? I was thinking some parkour.
Yes.
And then,
nice.
Parkour. Yeah. With maybe a firebolt thrown in there.
Okay. You kind of kick off the wall.
Yeah.
All right, give me a dexterity check. Give me a 1. That'd be fantastic.
That's a 15 plus. I could.
Oh, yeah.
I could if I needed to.
You push
yeah.
off, and then you kind of do a vertical twirl all around with your thing. Give me a performance check.
Performance check.
So now we know you pulled off the stunt, but did you do it with flair? Yeah, guidance on top of that.
Sure. Huh.
11.
All right, you didn't suck. I mean, it could have been. Maybe you're still perfecting this move.
Yes. Not a natural performer. I'm just an adventurer.
Yeah. So they liked it. They liked it. All right, you're in here. You have the stone. You have.
So all right. So so far we've done the gold to the red. Do we want to do the copper to the green? Do we trust
I
that?
think so.
All right. I will put the entire bag of 50 copper into the green dragon's mouth carefully.
And a green fog fills the maw, and as it dissipates, you find a green key.
Awesome. I retrieve said key. Now it becomes interesting.
Okay. Savage cold gets the blood. The vein.
You think?
Sand as stars. Let's see, sand as stars.
And then the
Yeah, stars as night sounds like diamonds.
Yeah. And it was something that we were given.
is this third one the one in the middle black?
Yeah.
So
I couldn't do just black.
Sure.
Yeah. Is it the vein or the terror?
Or
Okay, so what do we know about dragons?
Well, this is where we get into this nature check.
What dragon color is known as being the most terrifying?
And then, is this a white or like a crystal?
White.
White. So here's my thought: is black is terror,
Yep.
and then I want to say white is the vein, and blue is cold, savage.
Right.
But those two could be
Switched.
switched. If I were to investigate, would there be any further clues?
You could give me a nature check.
Nice.
21.
21. And which one would you like to know about?
One of those two.
The blue.
Blue. So you know that blue dragons have a lightning attack.
Does that put us back to...
Can I do a nature check on the white one?
Why don't we let one of the other guys do it?
I'll take a shot. I hope.
Guide you.
Excellent. Yeah. 5.
Yeah, white as a color in religion is a symbol of purity,
Says the paladin. Yeah.
which has nothing to do with what you're looking at.
I know.
Yes.
Okay.
That was
So
awesome.
blue is an ice attack. So, or not ice. Sorry, lightning. That
Well, that
second and lightning gives you glass, which kind of looks like stars.
well, here's the thought: is that it may be an inverse hint, right? It's not a positive hint, but it's the blue is not icy if its attack is light.
Right. Yes. So it's
So-
either
So white,
that means it's either the vein or the terror. Oh, so white is icy. That's what
White-
you're saying.
I think, is probably icy. Maybe blue is vein, and I still think black is terror. Cause,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
agree.
I think that makes sense. You wanna stick some stones in the black one's mouth?
I will take some of those stones that I went back and retrieved. I'll put them in the black.
The black, all right, it turns it. The black acid dissolves the stone into a misshapen key. Black
Got
key.
that?
Yep. So we got 3 of them.
Okay. I guess okay. Are we happy to do diamonds in the
Blue.
blue one? I will take my bag of silver diamond dust and stick it in the blue dragon's mouth.
The diamond dust in the blue dragon's mouth is not the right answer.
Oh no!
Oh,
What happened?
It comes to life.
Releases its breath to deal 1d6 damage of its breath type to each creature in the room. Dex saves from each of you.
Oh. That doesn't sound good. That's not terrible.
19.
that's a 0.
Oh,
All right.
14.
It's only 4 and 2, so if you pass, you get DC 11 here saves half. So, Ken, you took 4. Those that saved took 2,
4. All right.
which seems like a really weak.
Yeah.
But
We're only 3rd level, dude.
you're only 3rd level.
Proportional.
After the
The diamond dust was not
It's a
the correct
ball.
answer.
I will go and scoop up a handful of sand from the hallway,
Mhm.
put it in the dragon's mouth.
There you go. Lightning fuses sand into the glass key.
Okay, I'll grab the key.
Now, which one did you put that in? The
Blue.
Blue. Okay.
Which
okay.
leaves blood in Icy Savage.
Right.
So now did the diamonds go in the blue one
I don't think
or the
I don't
white
think
one?
the
Sorry.
diamonds are used.
I think we
Yeah,
need to
that's
take
fine.
those
The
back
diamonds
to
are
help the
used.
girl. Right? I mean, he's going to have her resurrected, and
Maybe.
diamond dust
Yeah.
is part of that whole thing.
Or I mean, we skipped a few rooms. It's
Could be.
possible. possible. The diamonds were used elsewhere.
So we're gonna use blood on the white. Because you did sand to blue, and stone to black.
Yeah,
So sand on white.
we'll have to.
All right. Sand on white.
Sand on white.
Well, no, we did sand on blue.
You all
Oh,
take
sorry.
a D6
Yeah, we-
damage. He said he did
He
it.
did say that.
Well-
It was blood on white.
Oh, blood on white. My bad.
So I need you each to roll this dex save throw.
Shit. Sorry.
That's okay.
Got ahead of myself. I'm behind.
18.
11.
4.
All right, 11 is the dex save. So 4 and 2 again.
So I forget. Does that mean I saved?
11 save. Yeah, meets
Okay.
it, beats it.
Okay. All right. Who wants to bleed? And I should probably pay the price for that.
Take 1 point of piercing damage, and you fill the mouth full of your own blood. The cold freezes the blood to make an icy key.
Nice.
You have the 5 keys. You open the chest, and you get the orb of passage. So I'm going to 3D print myself a dial and have little indentations for each of these.
That'll be fun.
But my design has been a little bit challenging to get around indentations into the dial. Okay, blowing this off. Yeah, I was pretty happy with these
Yeah.
sand
That's
dials.
great.
Except for they look like some sort of I want this to be like butterscotch.
Or toffee.
Yeah, toffee.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like toffee, doesn't it? All right.
Now, do you order that board stuff in, or do you the foam sheet? Is that
That is the cheapest ass foam board you can buy from a dollar store.
from Dollar?
There's many videos on how to make these tiles,
Okay.
and you don't want the good stuff. You want the bad stuff. The bad stuff you can actually pull the paper off real easy,
I was wondering. Yeah.
and then literally an ink pen gives me the indentations for the cobblestone.
Wow.
It does take forever though.
Oh yeah, no, dude. I thought maybe you had like a pattern that you pressed in
Yeah,
or something.
You could probably 3D print one.
I probably could.
Or- and
I
some-
could have 3D printed the whole tile.
Fair.
Matter of fact, I have other tiles. Anyway, back to the main room,
Orb of Passage, we got it. Woohoo.
and
We brought the girl. We brought.
5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, wizard, they don't like you.
Wizard Paladin.
And then to roll on the gift. Roll on a gift. What gift will you get? 5 is a spell scroll of Revivify.
There we go.
Spell scroll of Revivify.
And does that require diamond
Dust?
dust?
I believe it does.
You step through the portal.
Or
Do-
do you have that as an item? It'll say on there, right?
I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't create it.
Yours.
I should and I will, but I have it here. We can bring it up. But let's go on. We have a half hour to do this boss fight. So you've got all 5 of the orbs now. All right. We're kind of just skipping. We've only missed 2 rooms. We missed 2 rooms.
It didn't feel like it though.
I thought we did.
We did the Hall of Crushing. We did the Chamber of Gluttony. We did the.
Right.
Oh, we did not do the True Endurance Water Cold.
Didn't do the water one.
And the spikes, we failed to get the clue, but we did do the Spike Hallway.
Yeah.
And Speed and Greed was.
So you've
Oh, that was the hallway.
you've done 3.
3, 2,
You've done 4.
4.
You've done 4. You just didn't do the water one.
Yep.
All right. So you did the water one. The water one is again it has traps, right? And in the water one they have this fungus around the outside that screws with your magic, and then you come into this tile, and you have to tight rope against the rope to get the orb, and finally you get out. And
Good stuff.
so that was that one. Jumping forward to We are the path to freedom. You finally can turn the dial to the path to freedom. The mighty... the hint. The mighty wins freedom. The weak joins the Legion. The Legion. Oh, I've got my board buried. As you go...
Feels like we need to bring her buddy along with us for this one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because this is the path to freedom. I agree
Yeah,
with
we gotta
that.
bring her and the dust and the spell. No. That's.
As you are... Let's see.
What was the weak phrase again? Mighty wins free.
The mighty wins freedom. The weak joins the Legion. And you will understand what I mean by Legion. Oh, you missed the statues. That was going to be a fun one. All right. Oh, yeah, you did miss two of them.
Yeah.
The Wickfisher. All right. You appear at the end of a large round platform. Lava fills the room with bright light and oppressive heat. The glowing glyphs crisscross the platform in the room's corners. Stepping stones leap up to 10-foot tall ledges. I could have made those taller. 10-foot tall ledges, each holding a chest. The air shimmers faintly as a large figure slowly appears at the platform center. A grotesque amalgamation of heads and limbs and several humanoids stitched together, growling, laughing, and crying all at once. It speaks with several mouths. Fresh bodies for the Legion, one of the voices growls. That's not it. This is it. This is it. Boom, boom, boom. We'll put it up on the big screen.
And where are we?
Yeah, you're right. You're right at his feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes, well. So we'll put that up. Come on, there it is. There it is. And you three are here. And we will put you here. And you've had initiative. You've had initiative. Wes, you can have initiative this time.
Okay. I'm guessing charm person's not gonna work.
Oh, you can always try. The fresh bodies for the Legion. One voice growls while another cries, "Free me, please, free me, no more." Then in unison, the amalgamation, many voices cry out, "We are your last challenge. Defeat us and be free, or fail and join the Legion forever."
I will.
Well, you want to go check out those chests and we'll fight this thing?
Oh, we should add these.
Oh yeah.
This should.
And what do you say about the chests?
They exist.
And they're up
They
10
exist.
feet from where we are.
You said I should check the chests. What you said?
That's what I was because they're
Okay.
like you have to fly there, right?
Mhm.
You have to push and
That
fly.
is I do, yes. I will drink my potion of flying.
Ooh. Okay.
Good to have initiative.
Mm-hmm.
You drink your potion of flying, gulp, 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 and you start to levitate just a foot off the ground.
And then I will fly 30 feet towards the nearest chest.
This one.
Sure.
All right, ledges 10 feet from the flood. Each strong bus holds a random helpful item left behind by a spectator. Good job. Maybe they will give you their blessing. What will you get? What will you get? I should have that more handy.
Now, Ken has the potion of invulnerability, right?
Yep, which gives him resistance to all damage
All
types.
damage. Don't forget about that.
No, that's my plan.
You have a spell scroll of greater restoration.
Mm.
Did I even print one of those?
Be handy.
Are you
Oh,
Oh boy, I suck.
frick!
Why didn't I?
Greater
basically cast.
I'm a terrible
greater
cleric.
restoration.
Yeah?
Can we retcon that when we were in the room, I lesser restoration to Christian, so he wasn't poisoned anymore?
Yes,
Sweet.
but you cross that off your sheet.
Yeah, Yeah.
Okay. Greater restoration.
All right, I've got a single first level spell left. Let's hope it's enough.
Thank you, crowd.
Yeah, truly.
That was his turn. All right, Paladin.
Okay. So that just cures the condition, right? Ken, there's no hit points tied to that?
Nope, you're just not poisoned anymore.
All right, awesome. Okay, well, let's see here. That's an action. It's an action. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, I think I got two things I can do. Well, no. Yeah. All right, DM. So, as an action, I think it would be prudent to do lay hands to get some hit points back, but then my bonus action, I would like to cast my Armor of Agathis, because it's a bonus action to do.
Mm-hmm.
And laying hands isn't really a spell, that's just an ability, right? So basically I'm asking, can I do those two things on
Yes.
my turn? Awesome. All right, so we're gonna put ourselves back up to, Mark this off. 3. And then, okay, so action was to lay hands. Bonus action, I'm going to cast this Armor of Agathis for myself. Okay, protective magical frost surrounds you. I get 5 temporary hit points. And if a creature hits you with a melee attack before the spell ends, and it lasts quite a while, that creature takes cold damage, so that could be handy against the hot things. And that's my turn.
Okay, its turn. It goes up to the cleric, and with one of its tendrils, it reaches out and it casts heat metal on your armor.
Oh.
That's a
cool.
love-hate spell. I love that spell for that reason. And
Your armor starts to glow red hot. Any creature in contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage. Until the spell ends, you can take the bonus action on each of your later turns to deal this damage again if the object is within range. 2d8, you're going to take 8 points of fire damage.
Oh, crap.
8 points. Okay, so 19. Okay.
All right, it is now your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna chug that potion. And then is that a action or a bonus action?
I will call it a bonus action. Drink the potion, sure.
Okay.
Bob World Builder has demonstrated that can't possibly be a bonus action, but we'll say it's a bonus action.
Okay, that's what I like to hear. And then that's probably not going to last long, but we'll go for it. I will cast Bless on the three of us with my action.
All right. Okay. I like it.
All right, everyone gets a D4 until I lose concentration. So
yeah,
speed it up quickly.
Yeah, like next turn when you're going to take another D8 of another 8 points of damage.
So, Christian, hit it hard.
Yeah. I will do my best.
Because it's not 10, that's why. Huh. There it is. All right. Oh, hello. Okay. Wes,
Yes.
it's your turn.
Oh. I will fly. What is the distance the next? Chest.
Oh, that's
Just flying as the
well,
crow flies.
this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, so there's
This room is what, 60 by 60?
yeah,
I'm guessing.
Yeah,
So it
60
gets
by
me
60.
halfway there.
Yeah.
So I will fly halfway there and just be hovering in the air.
Uh-huh.
And I will shoot a firebolt at this.
Okay.
Legion.
Legion. I am Legion. I am the fallen foes that have adventured here in the past. You see multiple bodies.
What have we done with the girl's body?
That's a great question.
You dropped it on the floor.
Figured I was carrying her.
When you you said you brought it with her, so
Yeah, absolutely we did.
That is a 9 plus 6 to hit.
For the fire,
15?
15 to hit. Misses.
Oh.
Just misses.
But remember your D4.
Ooh.
Oh,
Am I still blessed?
he recast it moments
Yes.
ago.
I did not hear that.
Yeah. And you hit.
And 1d10,
Yep.
8.
8 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right.
And it fails its concentration check.
A 5 on the die.
Right?
Nice.
Sure. It fails its concentration check.
Yay!
You are immune to the damage
Okay,
now
Toasty.
anyways, right?
No, not immune.
What-
Resistant to.
Oh.
Invulnerability doesn't give you immunity, which it
okay.
sounds like it should.
Right.
Still.
But, yes.
All right. That was Wizard's turn. Paladin's turn.
All right. I'm going to swing away at this thing with my glaive. That's a 15. That's a unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20 hits.
Sweet. And then we're going to go over here. Oh, that's awful. 4. And then we're going to do this one. That's better. 8 points of slashing.
8 points of slashing.
And let me read this other thing because I think this is not for me. This is. Oh, that's okay. Yes, 8 points of slashing.
All right. All right, its turn. Let's see here. What will he do? The heat metal was so fun. Let's see here. He will. I guess it was a 1, so he's still on the cleric. And let's see, this is roll for what attack will he do? The first attack, a multi-attack. Like he makes 3 attacks.
Oh!
3 attacks with his.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Minor attacks equals attack with his spell. 3 attacks with its. Where's its base attack? Dominal reckless. Oh yeah, he goes reckless, so he's going to have advantage. So you'll have advantage on hitting him. But his strike +5. These are all +5. So the first one on Ken, that's only an 11 on Ken.
Miss.
This is on the wizard. Oh, but does he have reach? Doesn't say he has reach. So he's not.
Was he
gonna
not doing all 3 on me?
No, I was going to split them up. So the second,
Oh, okay.
2 on you though. We'll say that is a 10 + 5, 15 hit you.
Nope.
All right, last one on the paladin. Nat 20.
Okay, now. Okay, so not a 20 will 20 hits.
It's a nat 20, so it's going to hit.
Yeah. But if a creature hits you with a melee attack roll before the spell ends, which it
Did.
The creature takes 5 cold damage.
Okay, that's good. Because he really hit you.
Yes.
You're probably going down.
Oh, as well.
Because it's a critical.
Okay.
So it has 3d8 + 5. So right there is 29 points of damage.
Yeah.
And then I roll it.
Okay. Yeah. No, I will be down.
Yeah.
Like
So I don't-
before you need to roll.
Are you going to be alive?
No.
Do I? So what's the rule? Do you, if you W up, isn't it?
Yeah, if you go negative your max hit points, you die.
What's your max hit points?
25.
So he'd have to roll. He'd have to roll max damage, and I wouldn't do that. I'd say 3d8 24, 12 plus 5 is 17 points, which isn't enough to kill you outright. So you don't die, but you are unconscious because of the critical hit.
Right.
It's right here on the die, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not worried about it.
And that's its turn. It's back to the cleric. Your paladin buddy just fell.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, I unfortunately just used my last spell.
I do have.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna.
I do have healing word. So.
You do? Okay.
Okay.
I will let you fix him. Okay. I will attack the thing then. And I have advantage because of the thing.
Yes, you have advantage.
Okay, so that is a 19 plus
It hits.
4, I think.
Yeah. How much damage?
Okay, so... Oh, plus a 3. Okay, so 3 plus 2, 5 bludgeoning damage, plus 1 psychic damage.
Ooh.
Ooh. All right.
And it took the 5 cold, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Is there anything I can do with my bonus action?
Like heal somebody?
Yeah, I don't think so. My channel divinity takes an action. Nope.
It's all right.
I think you're hosed.
That's
It's,
all right.
it's just a death save throw. Wizard.
Okay. I am going to upcast and use my last second level spell slot.
Thank you.
Healing words. That's 44.
Okay. I roll. You roll. I roll.
You can.
You
Roll.
can have 8 or you can roll it.
Oh.
Okay. And then I, because it's an abjuration spell, I get 4 bonus hit points
Nice.
out of that. So I'm back up to, or temporary, so I'm back up to 6 temporary hit points.
Wow. We should have taken the deal.
Always take the deal.
Not too far off. It was 7.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not terrible.
Not terrible. Not great. But thank you. All right, we're back to 7.
Oh, what hit me?
Oh.
You could put. So that's your turn. You have movement.
I have movement, so I will move to the chest.
There you go.
You don't want to land on this little thing right here?
No, I'll be next to the chest. Yeah.
Good choice.
That makes me suspicious of those now.
Mimic.
Or trap.
Yeah, our trap. Right?
Okay, that's your turn though.
Yes.
Okay, Paladin, you sit up and it's like this wasn't a bad dream.
Yeah. If only. Okay, so I guess half my movement to stand up. Oh crap! I mean, the next swing is going to put me down. Unless I do, even if I. Ugh, what to do?
I mean, you have advantage if you attack him.
Yeah, but I mean, we saw what that did.
Stand
Even a non-crit from him the next time is going to put me away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well. All right. Advantage on the attack, you say? All right. Let's try that.
And you got your D4.
And the D4. And so yeah, we'll make the attack, and then let's see here. Bonus action. Okay. Advantage. Oh yeah, that's a good thing. 17. So 21 to hit. I suspect that hits.
What was the number?
21 to hit.
Yep.
And then we're going to go. Let's try something different. Let's try this one. Just for no, let's try this one. I'm looking at the new dice. Okay. So 5, and then we're gonna go. I'm going to invoke the Divine Smite, which is an additional 2 of them. 5 and oh, nice 13. So there was 5 points of slashing from the glaive, and 13 points of radiant from the Divine Smite.
All right. It's not quite bloodied.
Did Wes do an attack?
No, I healed.
He healed me.
Healed all you, didn't you?
But that was a
No, just
bonus action.
Is it? I thought it was an action. You're right. It is a bonus action.
Healing
Open,
word, right?
open the chest.
Open the chest.
Open the
Yeah.
chest. Open the chest.
Sickle blade cuts off your hand.
Scroll of fireball.
Scroll of fireball.
Would be really nice.
But not really helpful in a place where they're resistant, right? Aren't they probably resistant being down here in the lava pool?
All right.
It wasn't resistant to firebolt.
Oh, that's true. Well, at least not as far as we know. The 2.
You already got that one. A potion of greater healing.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I do have that one.
That'd be great.
Yeah. How? What? Where are you on hit points?
7.
Out of 25. Okay. Yeah.
But we were on you, weren't we? What'd you do on your turn? You did all the smite thing,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And he took a bunch of damage.
Yes.
All right.
And
No,
he's almost, but not quite bloody.
no movement, right?
No, because I don't want to disengage and get clobbered.
I wouldn't think you would.
Nope.
And so, this amalgamation of bodies, there's heads on all sides. One of them has a pointing hat, and his hand reaches up, and a scorching ray at the wizard. 3 scorching rays fly out of his, hurl 3 fiery rays, and makes 3 ranged spell attacks. 3 ranged spell attacks. Miss, and this one's not going to miss. That is a 19 to hit.
That does hit. Yeah.
And you take 2d6 fire damage. Ooh, 11.
You might need to use the potion.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
So I take 5 real hit. So I'm down to 13 hit points.
All right. Ken, it is the cleric's turn.
Okay. So, just FYI, I think the cleric spell thing you gave me is missing spiritual weapon. My sheet says it should be prepared.
Okay.
But that is not what I'm going to do because I'm out of spell slots. Okay, so everyone is low. Is kind of what I'm getting. So as an action, I will not do that because that's a stupid thing to do right now. Never mind. I'm going to attack it. Change my mind. Okay.
Can a cleric rage? No.
Get my dice. So that's a natural 1.
+4.
+2,
Oh, okay.
but a natural 1.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Yep. Okay. So that's it. I'm just taunting it.
More less kind dungeon master would make up something here. Wizard, it's your turn.
Okay. So.
Position, heal thyself.
Yeah, to heal thyself, or 44 plus 2. Actually, you might have actually. Let me. Plus, we forgot the plus. Plus the spell casting modifier.
Probably a +4 at this point. Maybe +3.
I think it's. Well, that's the spell attack bonus.
It's the same.
That's +6.
Oh, there you go.
So you've got 13.
That's good news.
So I could give I could cast Healing Word on myself on a first level, and that's 12 hit points, and I can still keep this in my pocket
All right.
because this would only give me So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'll cast first level. Healing
What's
word.
rattled mean?
Was
I
that?
feel like I should remember that.
Rattle means it would fail its save until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
Isn't that what it was? I think that's what it was.
And it's 2d4. So
It had disadvantage on its next save.
2d4. I'm just gonna take 4.
Okay.
Okay. That's
Go
fine.
like that. Okay. So 4 plus 6 is 10. So that gives me back up to full.
Nice.
Plus
You're
I,
next, right?
Plus I get 2 temporary hit points. Okay. That's my action. Well, that's actually my bonus action. I could take a dodge for my action, right?
You can.
Okay. I am going to fly 30 feet towards this chest, and I am going to take a dodge action.
That's a good idea. Okay. Paladin.
All right. Well, let's see. Would we have any sense of whether this thing, would it have any kind of resistance or whatever to fire-based stuff, being that it's living in this fiery place?
You saw it get hit by a firebolt.
Okay. Yeah, but did it look like it hurt it?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
You don't want this thing to have resistances.
Yeah, right. No, I agree. Just checking. Okay.
It should have them.
But it doesn't, and that's a good thing. All right, let's try something different. I will, once per short rest as an action, I will use my breath weapon,
Okay.
which is fire.
Nice.
And so exhale in a 15-foot cone.
Yep.
And they got to make a DC failing throw. What does it say? Dex. Dex failing throw.
And it does it have disadvantage? Ken? Did you hit it with the
No,
mallet?
because I didn't hit it this turn.
It fails.
Nice. Okay, so then it's going to take 2d6 fire damage. All right, 6 points of fire damage.
It's amazing how often it is exactly half.
And so I've used
Almost
that.
like it's a bell curve.
Yeah.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I can't do that. Okay, and that's.
I think that's your turn.
Yeah, it is absolutely.
All right. It twists itself in mid-torso, and it does a sweeping attack to hit both of you. I need you to both make a dexterity or strength saving throw, or be shoved 10 feet back.
Dexterity or strength?
By the way, if you fail, game over.
Got it.
Okay, well, game over.
Nat 20 plus 3.
All right. Sadly for our dwarf, I get this whole Indiana Jones thing where the flesh is burnt off the skull and the skeleton just.
What about the spell scroll of greater restoration?
Well, he saved half of bazillion points of lava damage. I could look it up, but it's a lot.
Could he at least turn into a lava monster or something?
I'll tell you what, if you want to die in agony, I'll let you do death saving throws as you melt into the lava, just to prolong your death.
I mean, I feel like...
Yeah, you're done.
Let me show you what I rolled. I'm taking a picture of it. I don't think this deserves... Any
Save-
sort of prolonging.
Double ones, love it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Our cleric bit it. That means wizard, it's your turn.
So it's goodbye, but bless.
Yeah, no more blast.
No.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah. I will continue flying. Well, I'll use my action to open the chest, right?
Yeah.
So I will continue flying towards the chest and then use my action to open it.
All right. Didn't he give you a thing of revivify?
Yep.
But doesn't really help you when you're ash.
Yeah.
Bones are very resilient.
And
Yeah.
D4. Ooh, a 4. I feel like we've had. No, it wasn't a D4 though. It's not what we want to roll. 1. You already got that. We'll give you something else. I think you want the greater healing. You take it was a 1. You get a potion of greater healing.
Well, that's 2 of those you're sitting on. I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
take that.
I could have given you a 1 of magic detection, but I don't think that's going to help you right now.
Yeah.
Okay. That was Wizard's turn.
You may only be able to live. You need to survive.
It's your turn.
Excellent. Okay.
Maybe sidestep him and don't let yourself get pushed in like
Yeah, right.
our poor.
Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, is that even an option?
You need to keep base contact.
Contact. Yeah. Sure. Let's move away from the. Yeah, we'll stay in base contact, get behind. Sort of behind. This thing's got multiple heads, so whatever. And running out of stuff to do.
Learning from him.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
Walk to the center of the thing so you don't get pushed in the lava.
Well, I've got myself on the far side of him, so not quite to the middle of the circle, which means I'm farther away from. If he's going to push me, he's going to probably go this way unless he grabs and tries to. We're not going to give the DM ideas. What am I going to do? What I'm going to do is do what little I can. Channel divinity, okay. Guided strike. You can choose to do that. So guided strike, channel divinity plus 10 bonus, but that's only on the attack roll, not on the damage. Is that right?
Say it again.
Guided strike, when you make an attack roll, you can channel divinity to gain a plus 10 bonus, but that's for the attack,
yeah.
not for damage, right? So, well, this is the boss fight. Use what you got, right?
Mhm.
So, all right, we'll do that. Let's see here. See what we get. We don't do much, but yeah. Okay. Well, it was kind of. Oh, but it says I can choose. You can use. Okay. Do so after the roll, but before knowing there was. Well, how does that work?
That's advantage, right?
Well, you can choose to do so after the roll, but before knowing.
Is this your heroic inspiration?
No, this was a guided. I was trying to decide whether to do guided strike or not,
Mm-hmm.
and it's saying you can choose to do so after the roll before knowing. So I've rolled an 18
Yeah.
plus 5, so I'm going to trust that I can hit with a 23.
Yeah, right.
So I don't need to burn that.
Right.
And so I'm just going to do that. So that's a hit with the glaive for 8 points of slashing to this
Nice.
thing. So I did some
He's
movement.
taking
to get
some
myself-
damage.
Yep. And I moved and I kept that.
But it's his turn, and he's going to use his multi-attack. 3 attacks, all on you.
Yep.
He's going to use his divine smite.
He has one?
Oh yeah, he is
Like
an
the
amalgamation
column.
of
Yeah.
everything, and so if any of these hit, he gets extra D8 radiant damage. He rolls a 4, a 7, and a 6 to hit. The best one's a 7 plus 5 is a 12.
Does not hit.
He misses with them all. Wizard.
Okay, I will fly towards our paladin friend. Is that 30 feet?
Ish. I mean, we said it was 60 between these, right? You don't quite get there.
Don't quite get there. I will toll the dead.
It has taken damage.
Yes. So
You don't have to touch it, do you?
I point at a creature.
Yep, okay. Is it a save?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. 14 on the die. Wisdom is plus nothing. What? Spell DC?
14.
Meets it, beats it.
Damn. Takes 0 damage.
Takes 0 damage. Paladin.
Okay. Here we go. I'm just going to keep chopping. That's all I got left, really. And I'll decide whether or not to do the what's this if I need it. Okay, let's do that. No. Alright, so 8 on the die, plus 5 is 13. I don't think that's going to be enough, so I will do my channel divinity this time to get me to a 23 to ensure that I hit with the glaive. And let's go over here. And 5, another 8 points of slashing.
8 points. We're up into the 70s. 76 of, I'll just tell you 100. So, all right.
Second headway.
Its turn. What will it do?
Indeed. What will it do?
It will go reckless. And again, it will move here. 2 on you, 1 on you. All right. 2 on you. First one with advantage. 8 plus 5 is 13.
Nope.
Second one on you. 12 plus 5 is 17.
Beats it.
It does a crazy amount of damage.
Yep.
Strike is 3d8 plus 5. 3d8 plus 5. 3d8, 24, 12 plus 5 is 17 points of damage.
And I'm down.
And then we have 1 on the wizard. 18 plus 5 is 23. And 17 points of damage.
Okay, so it's 15. That leaves me with 8.
Whoa! You will join the Legion when you perish. All right. Wizard. Last man standing.
I will.
You're in base contact. You can stay in base contact and do this.
Can I? Oh no, it's healing myself's bonus action. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'll use my action to take one of the potions of greater healing. 44 plus 2.
Yep.
And pour it down your throat.
44 plus 2. 44, 16 plus 2, 18. Take 9 points each. 9 healing if you want it. Or you can roll.
Will be 44, 16.
Plus 2.
Which is 8. Plus 2 is 10.
4d4 is 16.
For 16, it's 8.
8 plus 2 is 10.
Is 10. Not 9.
Right.
We need every
Right.
hit point we can take.
Take 10.
And then I will. I still have it.
Next turn.
I still have a second one of those, but with my bonus action, I will cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
Which I decided was essentially 12 hit points.
All right. You have advantage on your attack. On him, if you choose to take attack, make an attack. You're done.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
Unless you want to move, but you don't want to risk an opportunity attack.
No.
All right, so I have my movement to get up.
Yep.
And sure, advantage on an attack. Sounds like a win.
You're looking for 24 points of damage.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen today. I don't have any. Oh.
Yeah, you needed a crit really to.
Yeah, no, there's.
Are you a human?
No, I'm Dragonborn.
Oh.
So 6 plus 5 is 11 to hit, which I
Nope.
don't imagine hits. Yeah, so that did not work. So I swing and a miss. I guess getting myself standing was a bit much, and getting healed, I'm a little woozy. So yeah, no.
All right.
Call him no joy.
He grabs the wizard
Okay.
All right, so you need to make a strength or dexterity saving throw.
I'll do dexterity. Unnatural 20.
Oh, unnatural 20.
Got very lucky.
Yeah, he breaks you. He tries to grab you and you slip through his hands. That's pretty.
I have the potion of flying, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. You kind of flare. Yeah, that's because you probably would have. No, because I don't know. I forgot you had the flying, so he was going to throw you in there, but you had been flying.
yeah.
So,
Sure.
yeah. All right. So we're back to the wizard. It's your turn.
Okay.
We're 10 minutes over, guys. You want me to narrate this? Because you're going to die. I got a feeling.
Ain't over till it's over.
I would toll the dead again.
Toll the dead again. This is some sort of wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
16 on the die.
Oh, that passes, so it'll be 0 damage.
Paladin.
Yeah, we're gonna die. I do have one more healing. I could heal myself again, but
Do I still have advantage on the attack roll or no?
No.
No. Okay, that's gone. All right. Well, then we'll just try to go straight.
You
up.
need a nat 20. Oh, opposite. Nat 1. And there goes your weapon. And you're now weaponless.
fate is not on our
Well,
side.
He grabs you.
I'm blameless.
I mean, who cares, right? He grabs you both by the tails, drags you over to the lava, dumps you in, you're both dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's unfortunate.
You're not gonna use
That did not go as planned.
your TPK.
Oh,
You still have that set up.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Alexa, TPK. It's probably upstairs.
Turn Palikervoke, TPK, is a football club from Chilton.
Alexa, total party kill.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Yeah.
That's going back.
No, that was going way back. I think we were still upstairs.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
We did that.
All right. So things I've learned. I might be able to do one more room, but that guy is too damn hard.
Yeah.
He has a lot of things he has two different druid abilities.
Unless the only thing is if in those chests there's like a spell of some how level spell that does a lot of damage.
Yeah. So what I think it needs to be is in the chest are things that he's vulnerable to. Like
Yes. Yeah.
you know, so he doesn't seem to be taking any damage from you guys, but you go in the chest and you find whatever thing to really make it. Yeah.
And I think then that would make the chests a lot more.
And there's no trap in the stepping stones.
Yeah. Okay.
Other than,
Yeah.
I mean, you make a dexterity check as you try to jump from
Yeah,
the.
and for me it's really like the flying was the fastest way.
Yeah. No, it was the way to
get
go.
there.
Yeah.
But I was hoping that there would be like some like miracle like here's his weakness item in one of the chests.
There needs to be.
It ended
Something.
up being that way, but it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah. I mean, so we're 3 people. When you run this, you're gonna have 4 or 5, right?
You'd like to think so, but right now I only have 2 signed up, each one. So
Okay.
So, I mean, again, you can scale it, right?
Yeah.
DMs do.
Yeah.
I mean,
I totally nerfed the
nerf it.
nerf the damage.
I thought it was perfectly fun with 3 people.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the traps are.
Yeah.
So one of the traps is.
Do you want to stream all this for your people? Or don't worry about it.
Basically the same as the springboard. You trigger a wind effect, and it blows you back into the trap.
I like the springboard.
That was clever.
Right, because
The
poison
springboard was good, yeah.
poison darts and spikes are like it's what you expect, but you don't expect to springboard and now you're back on the spikes that you're trying to avoid.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I like that.
Though with the blow effect, you then could trigger both traps that were behind you.
Potentially.
Oh yeah, if you're blown back, yeah.
That could be pretty funny. Maybe healing darts instead of poison darts. So that way if you have any undead characters, they get poisoned.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet. I don't know how I feel about having undead characters. I guess I've had. Glenn was a vampire for a while.
I was a lich for a while, secretly.
Maybe you still are.
Maybe I still am.
Okay, so that's our show for tonight. That is the Dungeon of Doom, or Donjon of Doom, that will be run at that convention. If you're watching this, shame on you. Don't spoil it for the others. And hopefully you can make it, though. That'd be fun. And you can see all the Coolio terrain pieces I've made for it. And until next week, we are back in person. We continue our Ire of Mordrock, as we have just gotten a ship, but we've just gotten... We have to hunt down pirates in return for getting transportation to the Isle of Dread, and we will pick up with her. I'm excited about that. This is straight out of the book Isle of Dread we're going to run, which is a hex exploration campaign. So for the next however months, we will be doing a hex crawl. We have not done that yet. Not really. Most of you were not. You were here for Tomb for Annihilation, which was supposed to be that way. We didn't really do it that way. So, but that's what we'll be doing next week. We'll begin the Isle of Dread hex crawl. So, until then, thanks for joining. For those who joined, and if you did join, leave a comment down below. I'd really appreciate it. I'd like to know who you are, and I appreciate you.
32 watching now.
32 watching now. That's amazing.
That's really
So, until next time, take care. Hit the logo. Yeah, in my very professional manner. Bye.